I am the executive producer.
No.
So
You're co-host.
no,
Yeah.
I'm the creator and host. You're the co-host.
Yeah,
Anyway,
right. I came up with the name. Come on, bro.
yeah, but I came up with the idea to do the show.
I technically didn't come up with the name because someone of the show has it, but anyway,
so
IJS Radio.
All right, I'm the mastermind here. So my question to the audience is, when you have a mountain of epicness, what do you follow up with? Lord of the Rings has The Hobbit, at least in movie form. Star Wars has crappy Star Wars. When you interview Rupert for 3 hours, what do? I guess interview him again. What up, Rupe? Oh, he used to be called Rupe Dogg. Now he's Rupe
Lion.
Rupe
Right.
Lion.
Rupe Lion? Yeah. No, actually, somebody last weekend told me that my name was Rupiter.
Oh,
Rupert.
God. Rupert and Beyond the Infinite, right?
I don't know what... Is that a thing?
Well, in 2001, A Space Odyssey, they have Jupiter and Beyond the Infinite.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Well, that's...
Europa.
Yeah.
yeah, Europa and shit like that. Anyway, well, Rupert Quintana, I think is your name, because no.
Acquaintance?
Oh, is it Acquaintance? I thought it
You
was.
call me Quintana? Do I sound Mexican to you?
Quintana.
No, because nobody fucks with the Jesus.
Jesus.
You know
What is that noise?
what? My burping?
That was
There's a...
Oh, dude, it could. I don't know. It could be some NSA shit, dude. I think like Snowden's nuts.
Said me? It's not, dude. It's not me. It ain't on this end.
Wait. Go ahead, Rupe.
Yeah.
I can't hear a thing.
Oh, it stinks, dude. I hope it's not making its way to tape because it's in my ears and it's...
No, I can hear. We can't hear.
Here, listen. Everybody be quiet. I'll put the
Be
headphones up.
quiet. Okay, go.
Here, listen.
Nothing, bro.
Can you hear that?
Nope. I can hear a little feedback right now.
Oh, I
And
hear humming.
I think we good.
It sounds like water running or something. Okay, well, I don't know, man. I can't really notice it that
Rupert,
bad. Is
why-
it really that bad, Rupe?
Rupert, why are you doing this
Okay,
interview?
it's stopped. Why am I doing this interview?
No, why are you doing it from a bathroom? Why you're doing it at all? Why you're doing it at all is another matter for philosophy, but why are you doing it from inside a faucet? That's my question. Anyways.
I think that's you, babe. That's something on your end, because when I hit the mute button, I don't hear it no more.
I
very strange.
understand. So we're diving right in. So the Men's Warehouse fired their spokesman, George Zimmer.
Right in time for the George Zimmerman trial. Interesting.
Explain that.
I don't think there's any. I think that's all. That guy was trying to throw his weight around a little bit, so they axed him. He was probably just a pain in the butt. But I heard from an insider in the suit industry that Zimmer guy gives a lot of money to try to get weed legal.
Oh, wow. We've seen it. I thought you were going to say...
That could be the real political reason why they might have got rid of him, yeah.
I think
that's part of it. I also think it was his attitude, because you can give money to things and never say anything and no one will ever really know. You get loudmouthed about it, and then that's when your problems start.
Well...
So the fact that his name sounds like a accused murderer has nothing to do with it.
No,
Right.
that's bad PR. It's basically, I'll smoke you out. I guarantee.
I guarantee.
So look,
You're gonna love the way you get shot. I guarantee you.
Oh no, I said smoke you out, not smoke you. Zimmer wants to smoke you out. Zimmerman
weed, yeah.
wants to smoke fools that
Smoke
already
you,
smoked
right.
weed. Okay,
Smoke you in.
So Rupee, currency of India. Tell us what's going on right now, live from the Zimmerman update camp.
Well, just a minute ago, it looked like there were a lot of people mulling about, in that they have the camera zoomed in on the people, on the jury chairs. I don't know why the camera's on the jury chairs, but in front of them you can see people moving around.
I know.
It's weird.
Yeah, they're waiting for the jury to come back.
They're waiting for those fat women. I'm just assuming that they're fat.
All a bunch of white women in the jury. What do you think of that, by the way?
That's weird, but it's closer. I mean, is it a jury of his peers? And what are we defining as peers at this point? Because
is he a white bitch? Is that what I mean? That's his defense, that he's just a bitch and he doesn't know how to throw a punch or or shoot a gun properly or anything. Apparently, that's his defense, that he just has like no like fight in him, that he's just a weak little bitch or pussy.
Yeah. Well,
That's
I
his
mean,
defense.
when you buck up to somebody and they call your bluff, the first thing you're gonna do is be like, "Oh, sorry, man, I was just." You're gonna try to talk your way out of it. So,
Yeah.
I think, I mean, I have already said this to you guys, or have we already talked about this?
Clearly, we have no idea. But what is it? We don't know what you're going to say yet.
No, I just. Well, let me ask you, whose side are you on?
Oh, I'm on the side of a little lady called Justice. Jesus Christ, stop coughing. A little, God. Yeah, I'm on the side of Justice, buddy.
I'm on the side. Excuse me.
Rookie.
I'm on the side of the fact that this is an overblown story and Mexicans kill black kids every 15 minutes and no one gives a shit. But for some reason, we seem to be fascinated with this case. And I think it might have something to do with the fact that his father's a judge and that Trayvon Martin's father is a Prince Hall Mason. I don't know.
It also seems very peculiar.
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 What are you, Russell Brand now? Okay. We'll get into that.
I wish.
Yeah. Tell me about it. All right. Go. Is it peculiar that?
You know.
It's
you made me forget.
He does that to me all the time.
Yeah, actually, that's the weed and your lack of facts. But I feel
Fuck you.
Look, it's curious. Put it this way: whose side should we be on? Let's ask you that.
I feel like I'm on Team Arizona Tea and Skittles.
Oh, have you been out?
Let me just say this.
Yeah.
I used to live in Sanford, Florida.
I heard you say that.
Wow.
How is it there?
It's ghetto. I mean, it's not. I mean, there are parts of it that are nice. It's a cool little town. It is the oldest town, or whatever, in Central Florida, and it is basically the very northernmost point of Central Florida. So if you drive down its main drive south, you will eventually hit Orlando proper, and thusly, Disney World and stuff like that. So Sanford is at the very north end of, the Orlando area, while, Mickey Mouse and all that is at the southernmost point of Orlando. So it's in that same area that the Casey Anthony thing happened.
Oh God.
I was there for that, by the way.
Wait a minute. Explain. There for what? For like the announcement of the verdict?
Oh, no, I was actually there while she was doing that, and I was living I was working not that far from where that house was, and it really went on, because I ignore news stories, and I really ignored news stories back then. I like to let them develop and get juicy before I bite my teeth into them.
Yeah.
Like a spider. Anyway.
Steakhouse of information.
Basically, yeah, I wrap my web around it.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's amazing.
I started hanging out at this. It was a sushi place that had like this after hours sort of thing that would go on. I don't know if you've seen places do this. A lot of Asian places seem to like to push the chairs up against the walls and like have a DJ come in. Well, what I didn't realize was I was hanging out where Casey Anthony used to work.
What?
That's why everybody was acting so weird, and like they kind of mentioned it to me, but I didn't really put two and two together on it, because I like to be very existential. I like to leave bias out of pretty much everything, and it's almost to a fault sometimes. I seem dumb.
Okay, Monsieur Kafka. Continue.
And then I realized that talking to you is like watching Family Guy. It's like you have to make a reference to something every time.
Well, I'm just,
it's true. I noticed that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. You noticed that too.
Yeah.
Everyone's noticing things. No, well, you're spinning a tale. You're weaving a web. That's Charlotte's, I think. So look, you lived in Sanford how long ago, though? How long ago did all this bullshit happen? I know nothing about that case.
Okay, I didn't live in Sanford when that happened, because that happened like a year ago. It happened in February of 2012.
Yeah.
So I didn't live there then, but I did live in Sanford, and I used to work in a convenience store that was butt up against one of the oldest ghettos in the country. I mean, all the people
Yeah.
that came in there were just, yeah, and I understand this mentality. I understand a George Zimmerman, and I also understand a Trayvon Martin.
So it's just
Ah.
a very racist area, you'd say, right? Like,
I would say it's racially charged. It's almost like people are open about the racism, and they're kind of, it's getting like to the point, not that they're masking it and trying to be nice to everybody. It's more so like they're just being open about it, and they don't really give a shit. Because
yeah, it's the dirty South. You know?
It's a south/east. Yeah. Well, it seems like, many communities in America where there's like suburban track housing, fucking white-ish country club neighborhoods, and then they bump up against some unfriendlier things. So you ain't got
it's a violent, strange place. While I was living in Orlando and in the Orlando area,
Commons.
the city was named the roughest city in the union because based on studies that had done about people's driving there. And it's just, if you want to get angry behind the wheel of a car, go to Orlando.
Really? Because that's funny, quite funny. Because
it is not like you think it is.
Well, I remember going there when I was about 10 and being amazed at the contrast versus someplace like LA, in that there were barely any cars on the road in general. Like, what rush hour here was like mellow as hell there. You know what I'm saying? Like, afternoon drive time and shit. I was like, where are all the cars, yo? I mean, but maybe each individual car is less friendly per capita. I don't know. That I hadn't heard. That's insane.
We should check if the.
No, I'm not checking. I'm definitely.
You don't
want
to check if the jury's in? We'll just get surprised.
I mean,
then we could actually talk about it.
Boners.
Check real quick.
I know you need something to feed your commentary, but I need nothing.
Well, no, I'm just saying, while we're on the subject, it's not my commentary. I'm just.
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure. Yeah, Zimmerman case goes to jury. Look, man, there's a lot of weird shit. There's a lot of stuff we don't know from this case. We'll never know. It's he said, he didn't say. He said, he did. That's pretty much it. Oh, there's a picture of George Zimmer from Men's Warehouse wiping his face. Oh,
that's Zimmerman.
Oh, that's Zimmerman. Yeah, dude, we just don't know. You know what? It's gonna happen. People are talking about potential race riots and culture wars and stuff as a result of this case.
The thing is, regardless of what the verdict is, there's going to be anger on either side. There's going to be, if he walks, there's going to be black people rioting everywhere. And if he gets found guilty, there's going to be like all these racist gun owners running around saying, they're trying to take our rights, So
I feel you.
Either way, it's just going to continue to divide America amongst racial and political lines. And that's the whole point of the New World Order, isn't it? To divide us and conquer us?
America needs more division. So, Rupert, what do you think is going to happen? What do you think the verdict's going to be?
I think they're just going to give him the manslaughter thing, and then some people are going to be really mad, but there's not going to be a real reason to get mad because he did get charged with something. That's what I'm worried will happen. I think the one thing that could happen is you'll have some violence, and I think if you do have a little bit of violence, it's going to be prolonged violence that will, rise and fall here and there.
Yeah, I mean, remember the Rodney King riots? I mean, that was just over a guy getting his ass beat. This is over a kid getting killed, So the riots could be much larger than the Rodney King riots.
Killing kids was so 2012, I have to say.
So what's in 2013?
Oh, it's just like, 2013. Well, Jesus, now we're jumping around. Hold on there.
Holding a gun in Washington D.C. and getting charged for shrooms.
All right, so Adam Kokesh, he apparently is still being held. To switch gears, he refused to talk to a judge. He refused to get a hearing, an arraignment or whatever for his crime.
His crime, which is shrooms, by the way. He's being charged for possession of mushrooms, not for the illegal firearm demonstration in Washington D.C. that he did.
All right, so what's going on here? Break down the situation, Rupe. Like, what is this guy doing? Is he a real hero? Is he a crisis actor? Who is this guy?
You still here?
No, I'm listening to you two.
I asked you a question. You're not hearing much because, smoke gets in your eyes, basically.
Uh-huh.
So, look, Kokesh, I posed my shit. What's the deal? Like,
I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know what to think because I didn't really read anything about this. I've just been hearing people talk about it. Like I've already talked about Kokesh. This guy, he's a loose cannon right now. I don't know what his deal is.
He's on shrooms.
I don't believe it was planted on him because the guy does hallucinogens. Like that's
Right.
so dumb, you know.
He looks like he's on shrooms. He looks like he's on acid too. Like he just looks
He
like
does. He's a messed up individual.
So, yeah, when you pop enough DMT, you just feel like you can go load shotguns in the nation's capital.
I don't think no. Well, actually, I think that can lead to some very magical thinking where you think that you can just get away with whatever it is that you want to get away with.
Sorry about all this coughing, Rupe. Anyways,
It's obnoxious.
I know. Yeah, blame it on the alcohol. Oh no, wait, you can't even do that. Blame it on Montana, John. Look, yeah, the pretty much Kokesh. Okay, yeah, he's doing a lot of hallucinogens. Apparently, that gives you this. I think gun rights is like the new jumping out of a window to see if you can fly. I think that's like the next shit. It's like, nah, I'm just gonna load these clips.
Well, look at what's happening with the Zimmerman thing. I mean, everyone's wondering why is this such a big deal? It's a race. It's not just a race thing. It's basically like this. If George Zimmerman walks, black people are going to be pissed, and I am too. I feel like
they're gonna kill him.
And you're pretty black.
And then I am a little bit. And George Zimmerman, if he is found guilty, all the gun-toting people are going to be pissed.
Yeah.
Well,
and these are two groups of people that don't need to be showing down with each other.
Yeah.
Or do they? Dun dun dun.
Well, those are two groups of people that are being made to go against each other because the violence is what perpetuates the police state. And no one's talking about all the police murders. You know, police murder black teenagers every day.
Dog shootings.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what Zimmerman did is what cops get away with all the time. If Zimmerman had a badge,
right,
with that gun, he would have got away with it.
His problem is he was only in the neighborhood watch.
Yeah, neighborhood watch. You don't get to the same privileges as cops, although he did have that privilege for a whole month. And I think that might be because, you know, maybe his father's a judge and he has a lot of friends in the police. He has a lot of, you know, police training and this guy, you know, he trained to be a cop, basically.
Wasn't there some shit? Yeah, the cops were like supporting him, like his cover-up story and everything. And it's sort of like shining badly on the Sanford PD, right? And all that.
There's something very fishy about that, you know, like it looks like, you know, not only was he a wannabe cop, but they seemed to be very friendly towards him, especially in their testimonies.
Just another libertarian. He was just reading from the Ron Paul report handbook. That's all.
No, I'm not lumping him in with that at all. I feel like if he had been doing his American duty to mind his own damn business.
Right, exactly. To not get up in other people's shit. But we don't know. The world will never know.
Unless you see somebody actually going into a house, you know, kiss my butt.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Like, unless you actually see something going down, it's like thought crime.
Yeah, if
you feel like you're gonna like these people act on hunches. It seems like a lot.
It's not. I don't think it's full thought crime because I'm someone who does believe that you can judge somebody by what they're wearing and how they look and everything, even though that's not open-minded or whatever. It's like, yeah, if you see someone that you perceive to be criminal in your neighborhood, you might check them out.
Yeah,
stalk them with a gun, maybe not.
But if you act like a cop, you're going to have to go by the same rules of engagement as the cops. But even the cops don't go by those rules anymore. So, you know, it's bullshit. It's all bullshit.
I went outside and I was trying to record something indoors, and I heard a lot of noise outside, and I was like, all right, well, this isn't working, so maybe it'd be worth it to take the camera out. So I put the camera on the monopod, you know, shrunk it down, walked outside with it, and I get up to the little circle, like I live on a circle, and across the circle, I could hear wood breaking and all these male noises, like voices talking, and I turned the camera on, and I walked through the circle. When I got to the other side, I didn't say anything. I just watched what was going on. And then I just kind of stepped out with the camera, and one guy's just like, "Oh my God, that guy's got a camera." And everybody just starts they're just like, "Oh, shh." I got ghetto with them. And I confronted them, and I yelled at them, and one of them tried to fight me. And
Wait, what were what were they doing? What were these cats doing?
one of them was defacing property.
Oh, so wait, just like graffitiing or like smashing shit or what?
It broke part of a porch.
broke ass porch. Word. Yeah, I mean, so and they're like, oh shit, homie's got a camera, but everyone's got a camera now, don't they?
Exactly.
Camera's the new gun.
Unless you ghetto and you ain't got no camera.
A camera's better than a gun.
We Are Change has the logo.
A camera won't stop somebody from blasting your head off, but
yeah, it will.
Speaking of cameras,
yes,
but
it
at
will.
least it'll get it on record.
Well, yeah,
you know,
well, I've seen it.
Unless they take the camera and destroy it.
I've seen a TMZ. I remember seeing a TMZ episode where Jason Statham was like in Malibu and he was like wearing shorts and he was just bleeding from his knee for no reason, like walking around with blood, and the cameraman was like, "What up with the blood on your knee and shit?" And he's like, "I'd kick your ass if there was no camera right here in Malibu." And it's like,
isn't he like a serial hitman in real life? Or something?
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's true. Yeah, the cameraman was like, "This is my little insurance policy right here, this camera," and that's how you operate, Rupert. Like. You're taking it. Well, you're a community activist. You take it to the streets, right? You're like the full white.
I haven't in a long time.
Right. I mentioned We Are Change just now because their logo actually is like an AK-47 but a camera.
It's like a camera.
Yeah, it's like a camera assault rifle. Yeah,
I like that.
It's
a camera with the extra handle.
Why don't you interview Luke Rutkowski then if y'all gonna be all on his jock like that? Dude ain't even that nice.
I know. First of all, he's way too big for us. But it's just mention the logo. Gun is the new camera, that whole thing. Black is the new pink, all that shit. Oh, big news from LAX International Airport. Kanye got in the face of a paparazzi.
I saw it.
Yeah, it was pretty intense, right?
I did not hear about.
He damaged property a little bit, but somebody like Kanye, he can just damage as much property as he wants.
Wow.
He can just go around. He can do his thing.
Did you hear about Justin Bieber said something about Bill Clinton or something, tweeted like "fuck Bill Clinton"?
Yeah, he said "F Bill." Like
and then he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, President Clinton. I got hacked. Somebody hacked my shit." And
the ultimate Twitter apology.
That's the ultimate Twitter. Anybody could make an excuse for stupid shit they say on Twitter by saying "I got hacked." You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, yeah. So he's not feeling Bill Clinton. I don't know. What do you?
Apparently, I don't know.
He wasn't even born yet.
No, what? Yeah.
No, sure.
Like how can he even have an opinion? He hadn't even come online as a human being.
He was born. No, he was born.
After the internet.
No, he was born during the Clinton era.
Okay, well, he doesn't have any memories of it.
No, but still, he could have seen him on TV when he was 2 and been like, "Fuck this guy's policies, man."
Yeah, but all these rich elites, they all hang out with each other. You probably met Bill Clinton before or something.
Yeah,
Rupert.
I've met Bill Clinton.
Some shit like that.
I was gonna say, Rupert, you've met Bill Clinton.
I think.
Well, Rupert, you seem to be close to a lot of these incidents. Like you lived in the same town as Trayvon Martin trial. You met the Dalai Lama. You met Bill Clinton. You always seem to be nearby these incidents and stuff. What is going on there?
What's going on there, man? Are you
synchronicity?
Yeah, just synchron. What? Give us some other examples. Tell us about meeting Bill and give us some other brushes.
Well, it was just I got to shake his hand and say hello.
Yeah, millions of people have done that by now.
I mean, this was before he was actually the president.
What?
Did he feel your pain?
Did he what?
Did he feel your pain?
No, he actually killed my pain.
I feel your pain. Oh, damn! Wow. So he's like a doctor now too, huh?
Damn.
What he killed your pit? Did you feel charmed when you met him?
Like some energy.
I did.
He's
a charming ass dude. He's a charm. We gotta be talking about one charming motherfucking pig.
Oh yeah.
You gotta be 10 times more charming than Arnold on Green Acres.
Or Bush on fucking Florida. I don't know. Gore or Al Gore on current TV. Anyways, or I'm sorry, Al Jazeera. Anyways, yeah.
Al Gore owns current TV.
Well, no, Al Jazeera owns current TV now, which just is Al Jazeera.
What?
What, you didn't hear about all this?
Dude, I don't watch TV, so until I run into this information like hitting a brick wall like I just did.
This is all over
Oh,
internet.
that was last year. Yeah, Al Gore sold current TV to Al Jazeera.
Yeah, for like a bunch of money too, like $500 million.
Because
This was what?
Because current TV was just a disaster. I mean,
Current TV was the Air America of television. But yeah, so Al Jazeera just swooped in. Actually, Glenn Beck was trying to buy it, so it would have been
Glenn Beck.
Yeah, it would have been Glenn Beck giving Al Gore like $250 million.
Is it just me, or does Glenn Beck look like a guinea pig?
Yes, he does.
And that's strange because he is the guinea pig of like conspiracy mainstream.
I would beat his face. I would beat that man's. I don't care.
Oh no,
I don't care if he caused a revolution and I would still want to beat his cheeks in.
Well, he wants to create his own country.
No homo.
The guy's like
he's trying to create Glenn Beckistania. He really wants to like open his own city in Oklahoma or Texas or something. It's gonna be a fully it'll be like Under the Dome or some
fully
shit.
functional Becktopia.
Exactly. Producing their own movies and shit, like television
It'll be like
content.
North Korea, but the Mormon version. It's just gonna be.
And you know what? Yeah, exactly. Or maybe
Yeah, he really thinks he's like a new Mormon prophet. Like he's the new whatever the guy's name like invented Mormonism.
Warren Jeffs.
Warren Jeffs.
Joseph Smith. No, look, Glenn Beck and Kim Jong-un? Is that the fucker's name? North Korea?
Kim Jong-un.
Dude, they're actually the same person. It's crisis acting. Because they're both kind of chubby.
Dude, I think Kim Jong-un is actually Alex Jones.
Oh,
Yes.
well,
Look at him. Look at their ears. Look at the ear. Do the ear comparison.
The
Listen,
earlobe,
ladies
yeah.
and gentlemen.
You gotta look at the
Ladies and
earlobe.
gentlemen.
The earlobe doesn't lie.
yeah, sorry. Yeah.
I've got the documents.
I've got the documents.
Actually, yeah, I mean, he must be so...
There was a video where AJ was like, "Oh yeah, I'm Bill Hicks.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
totally,
I know.
I'm Bill Hicks. I'm totally Bill Hicks."
AJ must...
He did that?
Yeah, he said that on video. He's like, "My mom is Bill Hicks." It was just hilarious.
It's like a tacit admission that he really is Bill Hicks. But anyway.
Wow, I just typed in Alex Jones into YouTube. Let me just read to you the things that popped up.
Yep.
Okay. All of these will start with Alex Jones is. So it's Alex Jones is Bill Hicks, crazy, an idiot, a fake, a fraud, a CIA agent, Illuminati, a liar, CIA, nuts.
pretty much all of those, I guess.
Wait a minute. You tell me those are all different videos that...
No, those are all just...
Yeah.
Did you not hear what I just said, Scott?
No, what you said, the first thing that pops up in YouTube. So that's
I
one...
type in what?
When
Bill Hicks was the first thing that popped up.
Oh, no, but all the other shit. I'm saying those are all different videos where it's like, he's a liar. He's going to...
When you go to Google and you type something in, a drop-down list pops up.
Oh, you said YouTube.
Yeah.
You said YouTube. Anyway.
Right, but it does it on
Start
YouTube
typing
too
in, it
because YouTube
automatically
is owned by Google.
Oh, no, this I knew. All right.
You want me to screenshot it? Because people do this all the time. They type in a phrase, and then they take a screenshot of that box that rolls down.
Yeah, no, but what if you say... All right, we're doing all this shit. We're doing all this. Oh, no, there's real... You have some weird search filters or something, because I'm just seeing some normal shit. But I'm feeling it, though.
No, on YouTube, if you go to YouTube, because you're on Google, but if you go to YouTube, watch.
No, look, it's the same
Type
shit.
in
Oh,
Alex
Look,
Jones
type in and then
is.
put a space. Is.
oh, is. Okay. I thought you just typed it in. Oh, yeah. Bill Hicks, crazy, an idiot, a fake, a fraud, a CIA agent, Illuminati, Israel, Islam, and is...
Scott ain't listening.
I don't know how Islam came in there. How did
No,
Islam
but don't
get
you
in
see
there?
he bridges the divide between Israel and Islam? He's played both sides. But look, basically, who was the other? Who was I going to say? Oh, God. I forgot all y'all. Well, look, all I know is...
Andy Kaufman.
Adam-
He's pulling an Andy Kaufman. That's what the people think, that Bill Hicks...
No, that's what you think.
No, that's what a lot of people think. If you look at all these theories out there.
I feel that too. I feel that too.
I don't really care. I haven't seen enough evidence, but yeah, I do see a huge.
Ladies and
resemblance.
gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen,
ladies and gentlemen,
I have an announcement.
Oh, I was gonna say, Alex Jones. Alex Jones must be so jealous of Snowden, who actually has documents, or supposedly. All right, but look,
This time I don't have the documents.
he's like, he has the documents. Yeah.
He has the
technology
documents.
actually exists. There
Dumb.
are lightsabers out there, real lightsabers, folks. This is no joke.
One day, one of his producers is gonna whisper in his ear, Alex, people don't know what documents are anymore. You have to say, I have the data drive, or I have the flash chip, or something. I have the cloud.
Do you remember when one day he made fun of the Queen of England really bad, and then the next day he took it back?
No, never
It
heard
was
that.
really weird, dude, because he went off like he did not give a shit at all. And he went off and off and off about her and talked about Queen Elizabeth II is like a number 2. And when I go take a poop from now on, I'm going to say I'm dropping a Queen Elizabeth. And the next day, he came on the air and he didn't like retract all of it, but he said he shouldn't have said it. Somebody said something to him about it.
Yeah, so Queen Elizabeth gave him a call and said, hey, "Hello,
No.
is this Alex James?"
Oh wait, no, it's not. No, it's not. Bill Hicks. Yeah, probably.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Well, no,
I have seen the most disgusting thing in the world.
Yeah, type in the one where he says, "I'm Bill Hicks." It's hilarious, dude.
well, this fool is truly.
I am Bill Hicks. Oh, I'm Bill Hicks.
I just can't wait till Alex Jones has a beer commercial and they're like, "This is really the most interesting man in the world," because he believes it, and everyone else does too.
That guy's gonna get fired too. The most interesting that George Zimmer.
I think that's George Zimmer.
That
Oh my
was
god.
George Zimmer.
Oh
Look
my
at
god.
their earlobe. It's
You're-
the same earlobe.
No, the beard, man. The beard is everything.
The
That
beard
gives it
says
all
everything,
away.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's all
Why
true.
did I see it?
No, but Adam Kokesh is definitely the in shape Alex Jones of right now. I would say he's coming hard on that, man.
I feel like Kokesh is the new Charlie Veach, just American style.
You're right. You're kind of right. Except his entire goal isn't to fuck like 6 bitches at a time or whatever, or in different cities. I
You
don't know.
should see the newest picture of Charlie Veach. He looks like a woman. He looks really weird.
He went from womanizer to just woman.
Dude, he's serious. His hair is all long. He's got a baby in his lap, and he just looks like a really, like, ugly cross-dresser.
And oh wait, there's some.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, what is that
Wait,
about?
that's not him though. Hold on. There's a womanish looking. What the fuck? All right, I'll just type in. Yeah, he's an interesting guy. He's the first turncoat. Yeah. No, I think you're looking at him as Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Someone turned Charlie Veach into the Queen
Yeah. That's,
via Photoshop. I don't know specifically which thing.
What's up with that spot on his head? Like, is he? What's up with
Oh,
that?
what when
He's
you
got like
Like
a
his
weird
that white spot?
Yeah, there's like
Oh.
a spot shaved off of his hair.
No,
Where?
that's not it. That's not it. It's
Wait,
his hair's a
someone-
different color right there.
Oh yeah, he's like that dude John Henson who used to
He has
host.
a microchip in his head, probably.
No,
or something.
Oh.
he said he used to get made fun of for that when he was a kid.
Yeah, well, check it out. When you type in just Charlie Veach
Mm.
in Google, oh, he's a microphone. Yeah, I see. You're right. He's
See
got
that
a spot.
like, spot?
Yeah, he could have some sort of implant or something. But if you type in Charlie Veach, eventually you get to Adam Kokesh, just a picture of him.
I got a
like,
breaking
6
story for you.
Oh, here we go. Let's break it
Here,
off.
check this out. People named George apparently can't behave themselves.
Sorry, bro. Sorry. People named George can't name themselves?
Can't behave
What
themselves.
do you mean? Oh, behave themselves.
Yeah, George Zimmerman, George Bush, George.
What about Clooney? He's
George
well behaved.
Clooney. I don't
Check
know.
this out.
I've heard stories about him that he had parties
Okay.
with politicians where they were getting naked and like.
That's well
that
behaved.
shit.
All right, let's hear it, Rupe.
That's-
Passengers
Yeah.
on a New
Rupe
York City bound bus were startled and disgusted when their bus driver began to masturbate openly as he drove the vehicle through the Lincoln Tunnel. According to the New York
IJS?
Daily News,
IJS
unsettling
radio.
scene unfolded around 8 p.m. on the night of June 24th. One passenger filmed video of the incident on a cell phone camera. It was
All right.
disturbing, said the Manhattan librarian who filmed the driver, George Simpson, 41, of Newark. I was in shock and disbelief. Simpson completely exposed himself and reportedly brought himself to climax in full view of passengers. Take this for himself.
Man.
For a second, I thought you were talking about Jason Russell.
Oh, yeah, true.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that incident?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Coney Scarboni.
This is another one of those like harp like controlled zombie like freakouts. You think?
Sure. Well, yeah. Is this?
Oh, by the way, Snowden released some files about harp global assassination.
I heard that
program.
to do a huge jump, but let me tie it all together. Let me tie masturbation
go
to harp to everything.
Okay,
right.
Yeah, it all connects to masturbation. That's all you have to know.
So look, yeah, I think 2013. Yeah, that may be the year of the forced false flag jacking off incidents.
Finally, this is our year.
From harp, this is our year. And you're right, Rupert. It's someone named George and Simpson, so you have that cartoony element.
Right.
And OJ. Yeah, I mean, of course it would be George Simpson who just starts wanking it pants down.
Dude,
on
I'm
the
wanking
bus.
it
And
right now.
I know. I know. I've done it 3 times since we started the show. Yeah, man. So you're right that Snowden.
Dude, nobody can do it like me either.
Oh, I'm
No,
sure
I
they
can't really.
No. You got many years on the job.
Man.
Yeah. No one can do it better. Was that your toaster going off in the background?
That is none of your business.
Or is that a smart meter? I don't know.
Just mind your own business, dude.
Well, we get in deep in this show. We get in way too deep. All right.
We don't analyze, we analyze.
Yes. But anyways, so yeah, this is the year. 2013 is definitely just goofy shit. I know it's heating up right now. As the actual weather heats up, the news heats up. That's why the Zimmerman.
It's gonna get better, man.
Yeah, the Zimmerman.
It's gonna get funnier.
The Zimmerman case is being brought to a boil. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people just like masturbating and face eating.
Santorum comes back.
Santorum
all kinds of shit.
Reemerges. Yeah. He seeps through the cracks. Yeah, it'll be off the chain. Basically, it's off the chain. We just what else was there?
I don't know. Fools getting caught with mushrooms. I mean, it's getting more interesting. We're gonna see. The summer always gets crazier because when it gets hot, people just don't know how to behave anymore. You know what I mean?
Did you know this, Rupe? Even guerrilla tribes like fight each other and go to war more.
We're gonna see some riots, I think, after the Zimmerman thing.
Probably
not a lot, but probably just a few here and there.
Zimmerman's coming to a boil.
Yeah.
So, wait, that bus driving incident happened where? And where did you say it was? Jersey? Or am I tripping?
Yeah, well, the guy lived in Jersey. He was going he was in the Lincoln Tunnel.
Yeah, of course he was in Jersey. Oh, that's connected to Lincoln, Daniel Day-Lewis and all that. Because it's so inspiring. Now that they finally ended slavery, everyone's just jizzing in their pants.
Just jerking off in a tunnel.
Yep. All right. Jersey. Yeah. Keep it in Jersey.
Lincoln. Speaking of Lincoln, did you see that thing I sent you about Lincoln and Kennedy?
I've seen stuff. Before. Yeah, we've seen that.
Yeah, like they both had a vice president named Johnson.
Wow. They both had a big Johnson. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, Lincoln had a secretary named Kennedy, or Kennedy had a secretary named Lincoln. It's all this.
It's insanity. Shit. Rupe knows this.
He knows about all that.
He knows all about it there. Yeah, so who is the next to turn their back on truth, like Charlie Veitch?
Me.
Will it be Coquette?
It'll be me, yeah. I'm going to sell out to celebrityism.
Oh, yeah?
Why not?
Yeah, why not? I mean, then, then we could be like
we're all
Kanye.
really trying.
They pay better. They pay better, yeah.
You could all, or they pay something, right? Yeah, I mean, Kanye's message is that, you should only be out for yourself and be a greedy prick, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
That's what people are all about.
Said he sold his soul, remember?
Oh, yeah. Devil in
Satan.
Devil in a new dress and all this shit. Well, yeah, these people. I don't know what that entails. I mean, did they really write their name in blood on a contract and be like, okay, this is it,
I think once you start playing around with forces that big, it doesn't matter whether or not you take into consideration how powerful you are becoming. You're doing it, and you don't. Nobody looks back. I don't think they don't look back and go, well, maybe I shouldn't do this.
Well, yeah, it's too overwhelming for like a mind to handle because you're dealing with your image to the world, to like billions of people, and no one can keep that in their head. Like you can never have the proper perspective on it.
Well, Rupert, have you heard of you know about the blood sacrifice stuff, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, like there's like all these theories that Kanye had to sacrifice his mom and shit like that, and
Right.
or Eminem sacrificed his best friend, Proof, or not that they willingly did this, but it was a sacrifice done for their career by the elite.
Elite. Fuck
I
that
actually
shit.
have
Or
Griff,
by the
Oh,
whatever you want to say.
Professor Griff. Rupert
yeah,
has
yeah.
Professor Griff's phone number, and we'll sometimes talk to Professor Griff.
Oh, tell us what you can. It's funny. I have a file right here, so I just clicked on it, which is like a 2-hour interview with P. Griff about, of course, all that shit.
He's awesome,
so
man.
you
He's
have
a strong man.
He's a strong black man. Is this correct?
Strong black man.
Yes. Funny. Yeah, again, this is the Rupert conspiracy. Like, you have Professor Griff's number. How did that come about? Did you just
Dude,
like,
if you dig
try to
around on
get-
the internet enough, you can find just
Yeah.
about anything. He actually gave the number out on a radio show that he did somewhere that ended up on the internet. Not that many people had watched it. It had been a long time since they posted it. Called him one day and we talked.
That's how it works.
That's
You're
pretty
right.
cool.
I've done this. Yeah, like crazy shit. Yeah, like I have Jordan Maxwell's phone number. I could call that fool up. All these conspiratoids, Yeah, you're right. You can get it. You can get a direct pipeline to like the esoteric fucking masters right now.
Is Jordan Maxwell really William Cooper?
Bill Cooper.
Why are we
Look
are
at
we
the
playing
earlobes.
Dallas Goldbug roulette right now?
Well, if everyone is someone else, you sort of have to figure anything out, right? Rupert, you are Jennifer Greenberg.
How come I gotta be a chick?
I guess that's what Dallas Goldbug says. Everyone, he's like, look, it's Jennifer Greenberg again. She played 18 roles on the news.
I
last
remember
month.
when that Goldbug stuff broke, and it was at a time when there was a lot of bombshell information coming out at that time, and he just kind of rode this wave of people digging hard, and they found this, and there was a couple of things that he did expose that were like, that is remarkable, but then he started spitting all kinds of other stuff out. And it just doesn't make a lot of it just doesn't make any sense.
So you're saying there was a wave of people researching just into like body double shit at that time? And then
Not just that, just everything. Everything was really just.
Oh.
I don't know how to describe it. It just seemed like there was a period where there were a lot of people investigating things at once.
It's when trutherism was reaching its apex, maybe 2 years ago or something, right?
Yeah, something. I don't know if it was at its apex. I just feel like the first major class or wave of people who were going to become awake did, and I consider myself in that group.
X-Men First Class. True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do your thing.
Yeah, I mean,
there.
I found out a lot of things. Like, I mean, when I'm gonna be honest, when September 11th happened, I really believed that we got hit by like Arabs and shit like that.
Ha.
You know what I mean? So I had to do my own research to like wake up, and that's really when I started looking into shit like that.
When I was 14, I did a lot of research into the Kennedy assassination, and I realized that I couldn't understand it or wrap my head around it yet, but I knew everything that I was being taught or told to do was absolute bullshit. And I've never done well after finding that out. I just never could take anything like they said seriously. But when 9/11 happened, I was immediately distrusting. And then one day, I was in a post Hunter Thompson era stupor, and I just had this wave of wait a minute. It's been about 5 or 6 years. I wonder if they've cracked that whole 9/11 thing. And I rolled over. I remember doing it. I rolled over and I pulled the computer over, and I went ape for years.
Wow. So you literally.
I think I did too, man.
So it was a Raoul Duke-ish stupor, Raoul Duke being Hunter S. Thompson, alter ego.
Let's just say Raoul Duke.
Yeah. So, yeah, you were fucked up or coming down or whatever, and that's when you decided to start researching the modern
kind of
truthiness. That's pretty awesome, actually. And the JFK stuff, that's right about the time the movie came out, probably, right?
I was a kid, yeah. Well, about the time it came out on HBO and I could tape a copy of it and watch it 40 times.
Wow. Wow. That's what you're supposed to
And
do.
that's why my editing is so good, is because I love the editing in that movie.
Man, yeah, that's a big project, a flick like that. 3 hours plus of just like getting it done. Yeah, I mean,
It doesn't
Oliver
hurt
Stone's
when Kevin Costner can talk for freaking 45 minutes.
That's right, Mr. Garrison. Yeah, totally. No, Ollie Stone is a master of editing and all sorts of techniques. And now his son is an epic truther too, as far as I know. Sean.
He's an epic communist truther, right?
Well, I mean, I don't know how much he kicks it with, what's his name? Fucking, I don't even know these South Americaners. Hugo Chavez, who's dead.
Like a Muslim or something?
Who, Oliver Stone?
No, Oliver Stone's son.
Sean? I don't know, yo. I mean, RZA's a Muslim. You don't hold that against him.
He's a Muslim and like he lives in Iran or some shit, or he moved to Iran and
I don't know. These rich truthers, like I was listening to Jesse.
Montana, you sound so funny sometimes.
Yeah, Montana.
He almost sounds like a little kid who's discovering his own feet.
I don't know what that means at all.
No, I'm just faded right now, dude. I'm like,
yeah, it's like, hey, yo. Yeah, we're all Rupert, don't you think in a sense we're all discovering our own feet?
and you, dude, can you like put that foot down, dude? Like his foot is like
we don't have the best.
Right up like where my face is, like not literally, but like about a foot away or something like that. 2 feet away.
Yeah, unlike some people, I take showers and wash my feet and stuff. But no, I'm not implying you don't. Anyways, it's funny, dude. It's all funny stuff. Oh yeah. Anyways, I was at a meeting where Jesse Ventura's son was speaking like a month ago, and he was like, "Yeah, I moved to Mexico for 3 years, like because I got the opportunity. Then I became Sean Penn's assistant."
Who said this?
This was Jesse Ventura's son, Tyrell.
What a name.
You know him?
Yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah. Yeah, like who, yeah, exactly. What a name. Like for real. Tyrell. Yeah, it's like he's not black. And Tyrell, the reference that I know it as, to do a reference again, is in the movie Blade Runner, it's the evil corporation that like makes all robots and shit. It's like the Tyrell. They have like a pyramid as their headquarters, and then you got Jesse Ventura. And dude, and
which movie was this in?
A Blade Runner. And also, to reference yet another film, Tyrell Ventura looks like Ace Ventura.
Really?
Yeah, like he sort of has like, dude, I swear.
He does. You know,
yeah.
I'd like to talk about that character for a moment, if I might.
Oh, please do.
I was listening to an interview with Jim Carrey, and he said that he was having dinner with Anthony Hopkins. And they began to discuss how they prepared for certain roles. Jim Carrey for Ace Ventura, and Anthony Hopkins for the role of Hannibal Lecter. And they both came to discover that they both had chosen animals to emulate for their character. Now, Jim Carrey's character, can you guess what animal he was being?
Some sort of like crazy
That's
bird
exactly
or
right. He was being a bird the whole time. He was like, everything is done with a pecking motion and like a like if you watch him, he's just pretending to be a bird. So what do you think Anthony Hopkins was being for Hannibal Lecter?
Some sort of like Wolverine or squirrel or something.
What?
Squirrel, I don't know.
Are you afraid of squirrels?
Well, we can get into this after, but I did have a squirrel attack my apartment once. I'm not afraid of them, but I literally had a squirrel invasion of one in my apartment.
He's scared. He's scared.
In NYC. I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Yeah. Anyways, what was the
I'm scared too, dude. Squirrels can have rabies, dude.
No. They're gnarly up close, but yes, I actually had my apartment semi-destroyed by one squirrel. So what's the answer?
Well, it was two animals, to be precise. One was a crocodile.
What?
The other?
I chose
a mess.
A tarantula.
Wait, isn't that new movie Croc Ranchula on Sci-Fi?
Uh-oh.
Seafeed? No, I
Uh-oh.
heard. So have you heard? Oh God. Well, you've heard of Sharknado,
Do you know that
which
just
is
came across my feed today? No, I don't know what
yep.
that is, and they're saying she like Tara Reid, quote unquote, a celebrity who I've actually seen in person walking around. That girl
Right,
is orange.
She's the John Boehner of like former teen icon actresses.
I don't know who John Boehner is.
Yeah, you do.
John Boehner,
AKA Johnny Boner.
the Speaker of the
Oh,
House.
that
Yeah.
okay. Not a Hollywood guy. Yeah, that's why I wasn't making the connection.
The deep throater of the house. Oh wait, hey, we're not Hollywood. See, to quote Ice Cube, you can't go Hollywood when you're from Hollywood. Which
Wow,
is
really?
yeah, really. I mean,
That's a good point.
well, at least if you're Cube, you technically still could, because people I know who grew up in LA can become pretty LA, but they're never going to be on that like, I don't know.
But they're not going Hollywood
Yeah.
if they already were.
Exactly. They just were Hollywood, or you're not Hollywood and you just stick around, motherfucker. But yeah, it's good shit. A tarantula. But yeah, it's all real talk. Oh yeah, so speaking of Jim Carrey, what do you think about him dissing the violence in Kick-Ass 2 like before it even comes out? Is this a marketing scheme, or is he really like a anti-gun fucking
Canuck.
Fibertarian? Yeah, Canuck at this point.
Tell me, Scott.
What a
Have the lamb stopped screaming for you? Anyway.
smoking. Yeah.
Smoking! Somebody stop me!
Somebody stop the lambs. All right.
Well, do you remember there was a scene in Cable Guy where he puts a chicken on his face and he's like, "Silence of the lambs."
Oh yeah, something like that.
was
Yeah.
funny. Cable Guy was dope. That was one of his
Dude,
okay.
I saw it in the theater. We were hoping for Dumb and
Oh.
Dumber. We got freaking. Oh my god, that was awful. I've walked out of there feeling icky.
Schmuck and Schmucker. Well, yeah. And yeah, the sequel, the Dumb and Dumber sequel, is
I didn't know
confirmed.
that Jim Carrey had dissed anything.
Oh, yeah. Well, Jim Carrey's in Kick-Ass 2, which is coming out like next month, I think. And yeah, like it's a violent comic booky thing. And now apparently after Sandy Hook, he's against violence, even though I'm pretty sure he was filming the movie even like
Can't
after it
stop.
happened.
Once you start filming a movie, if you even once, if you burn people, even if you're Jim fucking Carrey, they'll never waste money on doing a movie with you again. So he probably had a change of heart in the middle of working. Probably sucked for him a little bit, but
Yeah, but like it's just one of those things. Like really, you're only concerned about violence after a specific incident where 20 children were killed, quote unquote. I am doing quotes. Unless it's a Sandy hoax. Ho. Yeah, it just seems odd. Or people are like, oh, I was totally. Or they'll be like, oh, I was a total schmuck, and then I read this one book by whoever, and now I'm the shit. Now I know everything.
I think he's probably always felt that way, but just Sandy Hook kind of brought a lot of those like anti-gun emotions out of the closet. I think all these
let's
people.
go back.
Closet.
Let's go back to my point that I've been making a lot lately, and that is
Yep.
everyone's awakening looks different. And we've already seen a few celebrity awakenings, like with Rosie O'Donnell, if you want to go back that far.
And Roseanne Barr.
Truther.
Roseanne Barr.
Yeah,
Charlie Sheen, like as goofy as he is or whatever, but like dude said some shit and had a revelation about how awesome he is to himself, apparently, but that's fine. And then
Winnie.
dude, anybody can buy a hooker. Come on.
Well, yeah. Well, Charlie was criticized for when he had the biggest platform in the world, when he was literally like the biggest news story in the game for like a month. That he didn't go extreme truther on everyone. And
Or what
just
about
lay
Celine
it all-
Dion? Take a
about-
kayak, go through those walls. You didn't see this?
What
Oh
is
my
that?
god, you didn't see this clip?
What is that? Some Hurricane Katrina
Yes,
shit?
yes, and she lost her marbles on Larry King, and she said some crazy things.
Did she go
What'd she say?
truthing? Yeah.
No, it was just she was having that was her own little awakening.
Oh, I
And
see.
she was, I
So
mean, I could almost quote it verbatim, but I don't know. She just,
it's sort of, yeah. Go ahead.
she's
Sorry.
like, I get up in the morning, I get the coffee, I can't even swallow it. I go, I open the television, and then she starts describing what she sees on TV, and she's like, nobody can open any roofs. Take 2 people at a time. Take a kayak. Go into those walls. And Opie and Anthony ate this for breakfast at least 2 or 3 times. Like, just absolutely had a field day with it because the thing she says is ridiculous. She's like, they're complaining about people stealing 20 pair of jeans and television sets.
Wow.
Maybe those people are so poor they've never touched those things. Let those people touch those things for once.
Oh my god, I can visualize
Oh, she
that.
goes
Yes,
on
you're
for
doing a very good voice
For like
impression.
7 minutes, she goes on like that.
Right.
Those were just the highlights. But Larry King doesn't ever step in and say anything like that. And it was just
He's objective.
it's like she
Sheboygan,
had never had
Wisconsin.
those
Hello.
feelings before.
Boise, Idaho. You're on with Celine. All right.
Celine, calm down.
Hey, you're saying you want him to touch those things. Tell me about this. I know I'm very reptiloid. Yeah, that's crazy shit. It sort of reminds me of, well, okay. Yeah, fools just, their mind is blown.
Remember,
That's what happened.
I don't know, you made the reptile comment. You made me think, do you remember that time that Louis, like, the thing we always forget about Louis C.K. is he asked Donald Rumsfeld to his face multiple times if he was a reptile. I mean, he
Yeah,
did.
that was classic.
He asked him over the wire. Unfortunately, it's not to his face because
that is I'm sorry, that is to his face. He didn't do that behind his back or anything. He said that to the man.
Well, yes, he directly asked him multiple times, "Are you a blood drinking reptilian or whatever or shit?" But
And Rumsfeld didn't say no.
no, but
Any
the
of these,
whole but the craziest part is Rumsfeld's answer, which literally makes zero sense.
Yeah. He just, it's like he answered without saying no, but he kind of like, you didn't say no, dude. That means you are.
I bet they have a thing where they're not allowed to say no. You know, like they have
Right.
to. They can't say no.
Well, they can't confirm or deny. That's always the official government position. It's the Fifth Amendment, basically, right?
Yeah, Rumsfeld always answers a question with a non-answer. Like that's just his trademark thing.
He
So
talks about if some fool paid his check at the tennis club or something, like after dinner. Like that was his answer to "Are you a reptile?"
Wait, that's what his answer was.
Well, yeah, like literally with Louis C.K.
I don't remember it. Like I don't.
Well, that's because it's so weird. Yeah, no. So
I just don't remember it
it's-
verbatim like you do. You're like a tape recorder.
Yeah, it's one of those tape machines. With the master.
use those things. I don't. What is that? Is that recording everything I fucking say?
Well, you just belted out that Celine Dion stuff. No, but basically, yeah, like, well, I don't even know what I was saying now. It was one of those shits. It was definitely one of those things.
One of them things.
No, I think the cannabis crystallites actually affected my memory.
Yeah.
And I really had a time jump.
Rand Paul is right. Weed is unhealthy.
That's correct. And he is an eye doctor, so he would know. But yeah, okay. So the Rumsfeld. Okay, so Louis C.K. says, "Yeah, Donald Rumsfeld, real quick, like, are you a shape-shifting reptilian?" And then Rumsfeld tells like a 3-minute story about like he went to like the club or whatever. Like he went into his favorite restaurant in New York and some guy like waved to him or some shit that like his bill was paid for and the coat rack was really close to the table. I don't know, like just the most non sequitur, bizarre non-answer you've ever heard. Yeah, it's not just a no. It's sort of like when they asked that. Do you remember that senator? I forgot his name, but he was doing the snorkeling. Do you remember that story?
Shit is creepy. Remember, did you see that interview where Dick Cheney takes his heart out of his pocket and it starts beeping? It's like, don't worry, I can put it back in. Like,
Dude.
I can leave it out for a few seconds, and the guy interviewing was like, "Please put it back in."
Get it back in there. Swear to me.
What the? Is that for real?
Yeah, you gotta see that shit.
Well, it's not his heart.
But it's a monitor that controls his heart. That's
It's
like in his
yeah.
pocket, so it is like kind of his heart. He can like turn it off. He can do whatever he wants.
Well,
with it.
yeah, it's
And he
his.
turns it off. It's like, oh, I could turn it off for a few minutes and it'll be okay. And it beeps. It's go. Beep.
Wow. Yeah, and then his neocon interviewer buddy is like,
No,
"No,
put it back in.
keep yourself alive, keep hope alive, bald people." Yeah, Dick Cheney has some roboticized pacemaker or whatever.
No, he had. Now he has a new heart. Remember, a month after Trayvon Martin's death,
Oh, yeah,
he
what
has
do
a
you-
new
Just-
heart.
What do you
maybe
think
he
about
has.
that?
Maybe they ate Trayvon Martin's heart.
Or replaced
I
it
should not.
into
I
Dick
should not have
Cheney.
said that. I'd like to strike that from the
No.
record. I should not have said that.
No,
Yeah,
No.
that was very racist.
no,
of you.
not at all, because that literally basically is a theory. Not that he ate his heart, but literally that Trayvon Martin's heart was taken
Yeah.
and given to Dick Cheney, implanted into him, so he now has a black kid's heart, so he
Yeah,
can
look
stay
it
alive.
up. Look
Dude-
it up. There's like a bunch of people saying that.
Yeah.
There's even a Jon Stewart video that almost like subliminally suggests
Are you
that.
No,
kidding
it does.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's from
Look it up, man.
some dude did a video. Yeah, and
Hey,
like
listen-
he
listen.
showed the.
You
Yeah.
can tell me to look something up without getting all ghetto.
Yo, hey,
Hey man, look it up, man.
hey, cut,
Look that shit up, man. I'm telling you, man, look that shit up, man. That shit true, cuz.
hey, you got on that internet right there? All right, Nucka, get up on that, yo. All right, so word, yeah. Looking, fools are doing that. Hey, this is This is gonna be all over World Star Hip Hop right now. Know what I mean? This whole interview, because I'm gonna title it like Beyonce Illuminati fucking Kanye Mafia or something. Anyways, yeah, it's gonna be incredible. So what else is there? What else is going on? What's the newest conspiracy to break the mold? Like, what are people gonna be waking up to?
What is Rupe Dogg, aka Rupe Lion, working on right now?
Root Line is working
can't
on
say.
some chilling out, maxing, relaxing, cooling. Also, I'm trying to write.
A rock opera? I feel you.
You're not going to touch me, Scott, first of all. Second of all, I'm working
Yeah.
on follow-up videos to the conspiracy video I did.
Mhm,
I've also
right.
been talking,
Yeah,
you know the guy who's doing Gray State?
No, but I've heard that mentioned either by you or just through something.
Gray State is a big project. I posted a negative comment on the trailer, and then I became friends with the guy who made it.
Wait a minute. Is Gray State the thing? Is that like crowd-funded conspiracy feature movie? Is that? Am I completely
No, that's
wrong
right.
here? What is? Is it really? It's the one where they had a trailer like a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
and it was. Yeah. Okay. You seen that, John?
I'm actually in the documentary about it.
About
Yeah.
it. Really? So yeah. So you, like always, get in there and are in deep with these people behind big media projects. So what is this, another internet phone search, or did they swing by your town or something? Well, how does this all work?
Wait, Scott, how does what work?
Like, how do you diss a movie or a trailer and then become friends with the
I'm a
producer?
weird dude, man.
I noticed that.
I don't know. I just like I know how to push buttons. Like I've interviewed Charlie Veach 2 or 3 times, and then when he got his girlfriend pregnant, he just like one day he just randomly called me on Skype, and he was like, "Hey, I just want to introduce you to my girlfriend." This is even
That is
after like
weird.
all the beef.
It's like, hey, Rupert, yeah, knocked up this bird right here.
Hey, did you ever see
Gonna show
my
you.
Prince Charles special?
I think
Charlie,
so.
I forgot. Charlie did a really cool intro for me for that. Do you remember that?
Well, I've seen a video by Charlie where it's like the title is dissing you. It says like Rupert is disinfo or something, and then it's Charlie being like, "Yeah, our boy Rupert, he's strong with us," or whatever. Like he's the homie or whatever shit he said. But yeah, you have this contentious, it's like frenemy relationship with the guy.
Yeah, man.
It's like me and John Montana off camera, off mic. No, yeah. So yeah, you have this faux friend kind of stuff going. But yeah, exactly. So you're still on that same level with the Vach man.
Yeah. If I send him a message, he'd get back to me. You know.
Yeah. Well, oh, I picked something up over here. Oh, it's a name. Did you drop it? Oh, Mr. Oh, this thing? Oh, e-cig. Yeah, we smoke a lot of e-cigs, or we vape a lot around here, Rupert. Is that catching on in your area, the e-cigarette smoking?
Yeah. Yeah. People be sitting in bars smoking. It still catches me off guard sometimes. I'm like, what? You can't smoke in here. Oh.
But I can. But you know what, Rupe? It's not smoke.
I know. I've used.
It's vapor.
I've used some of that there blue vapor.
Oh, that blue bullshit? Yeah, that's like the Mickey D's of
Is it really?
e-cigs. Supposedly. Well, I mean, it's just it's the one with a TV commercial and shit. Like, they're good, but they're not as good as, like, the custom hot rod, like, rebuildable atomizer or cartomizer.
Like the ones that
Super,
makes.
yeah, super vape, fucking, with grape oil inside them. I don't know. Yeah, it's
Shut
just...
up,
There's,
Cali kid. You
Yeah.
California jerks. I don't understand y'all.
Well, let me tell you let me explain the California attitude. I like how you ruffled that bag of chips or whatever right there. Let me explain California to you. Like the type of, like, California dude. They're basically 90% of the time, 95% of the time, they're super cool, they're mellow, smoking weed, fucking drinking whatever, you're your homie. But then there's that 5% of the time where it's just like you get to be a huge douche, just a giant prick. And just go off on people, and that's like sort of like the steam valve. You feel what I'm saying?
Having lived in New York, like when I first came to California, I just felt like everybody was so fake and just didn't talk to each other and don't look at each other.
Well, that's everywhere.
Yeah, but maybe that's just because I was from New York where everybody talks to everybody. And it's not like,
dude, go on the NYC subway, no one's talking to each other.
No, are you kidding me, dude?
I'm not kidding you.
When I would take the NYC subway, everybody always talking to each other.
I was there relatively recently, and
well, I mean,
Yeah, homeboy, I don't know what you're talking about. I used to live there too, and people don't fucking talk on the subway.
Yeah, bro.
Well, I haven't been there since 1996, but people used to always talk on the subway. Where I was from, I was from the hood, though.
People will talk to each other or whatever, but it's not, dude. Even Luke Rudkowski, our overlord, has a video like where he's on the NYC subway and he's like, "Why don't people talk to each other?" And like, look at everyone just looking down.
I don't know. I haven't been there since 1996. So.
Well, now, okay. Well, credibility. Well, look, Obama's credibility's out the window, but yours is all right. All right. So, yeah, it's just we get it. That's man. But the whole e-cigarette thing, yeah, it's California-ish, but it's everywhere. It's been around for 10 years, which I didn't know. But I don't remember seeing anybody 10 years ago doing
Have
this
you seen
shit.
the ones that look like a giant, like the end of a hookah thing? Looks like a big...
Yeah, I sort of have one of that right now. Like, I'd show you on video, but where this isn't a video interview right now. But basically, yeah. Basically, there's all kinds of crazy shit, man. You could spend $500 on one unit, one e-cig, if you want.
That's
my neighbor. Yeah, my neighbor has like a $200 one. He actually has a couple one. He has like, probably $1,000 amongst 6 different e-cigarettes.
Damn.
Yeah, like it's crazy shit, man. Because then when you get the super duper hot rod one, you can just blow out giant clouds, like bigger than Cypress Hills weed smoke cloud, like just a vapor, like peach flavored vapor. It's strange. It's some strange shit. But I'll tell you what, it actually is good for getting people off smoking. It really is. Why? Because it's as addictive as a cigarette. That's why. John can attest to that. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I mean, because the thing about cigarettes is like after I smoke a cigarette, I get this kind of sick feeling. I don't want another one.
Hell
Not
yeah.
yet, at least.
I hate that feeling.
But when you smoke e-cigs, you don't get that feeling. You just keep smoking and you just keep puffing and puffing. And there's not that limit where your head hurts or your lungs hurt or your stomach hurts, anything like that. I mean, there probably is one, I'm sure.
Well,
but I haven't even reached. I've never reached it yet.
You can get a burnout effect, of course, but you're never gonna feel like greasy or whatever.
Yeah.
You're not going to feel
so
stained.
yucky, man. And then like the worst for me is Friday and Saturday nights doing anything. I hate looking down. I'm like, oh, I've got a cigarette in my hand.
But you're a social smoker, isn't that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, no, cigarettes are good. I love them. I still do. I was puffing just a bit yesterday, but it's like I limit it to only when like a friend happens to be around who might have them, and maybe I can bum one or two that evening. But yeah, I'm past because of these e-cigs and everything. I'm sort of past the phase of buying packs or bumming 7 a day or whatever.
Well, you can't. It's an expensive habit, and you can't get addicted to something you can't afford. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, cigs are pretty affordable even to like most people.
They've gotten more expensive.
Oh,
actually.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But even still, like, unless you're a super duper chain smoker, I mean, it's still expensive. You're right. It still can be.
I'd rather spend my money on weed, which actually like doesn't hurt you as much.
Well, yeah, there's all that too. But nah, we get it. We get it around here. But there's all kinds of stuff. Yeah, weed legalization is coming. Apparently, what is that going to look like? Like in 20 years, it's just going to be
tax the shit out of it. Is what's going to happen. They're trying to tax in Colorado. They're trying to raise the weed tax to like 35%. I'm like, you fucking kidding me?
What do you think of that, Rupe?
That is classic government hackery. I think
Yeah.
it's ridiculous how it's playing out, but hopefully growers will just start to, flood the market so you could just basically people give you weed.
Yeah.
It'd be like Burning Man all over again.
But the federal government still considers it illegal, so they're still shutting down pot farms all over. But they don't give a fuck about state law.
Barry O is playing the rope-a-dope. Like, he knows he's pro-weed, or at least used to be. I don't know.
Maybe even still is.
Maybe even still is.
Smokes that shit, but he can't go against the war on drugs, you know? It's a business.
It's a business. Yeah, Wesley Snipes proclaimed that at the end of New Jack City.
It's a business.
Yeah, he's like, this is big business. But yeah, it was, like you point fools out. Yeah, it's like that would just there's so many like simple things that could be done that would just change the way everything works that could be implemented overnight, but that just won't happen, like drug war stuff and law stuff.
If you legalize all drugs, then they can be given in smaller amounts by doctors like they were before.
Oh, Dr. Drew.
I mean?
Oh yeah.
And there would be less people addicted. You know what I mean? Before, when cocaine and heroin were legal in America, there was way less addiction. But now it's all like they mix it with a bunch of other shit and get you hooked on. And they like it's no different. Like the shit that they give you, like Prozac, is no different than crack. You know what I mean? It's the same fucking shit.
Pros crack.
What do you think, Rupe?
The new convert. Rupe doesn't need to be posed these questions.
He's running for senator. We don't want to put him on the spot. Oh wait, no, that was T-Mot.
Yeah. We can't seem to land this guy who's running for Senate right now. I wonder why. Could be the masturbation.
He might have heard our show, maybe.
Yeah.
He heard our show. He was like, no, it's not gonna work.
I wanted to ask about your show, Rupert. So it's going strong. It's flagship radio, right?
Yeah. The radio show.
Was it Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday, right? That's when you're on.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
From like
6:30 p.m. Eastern till when I feel like it.
When the fuck I feel like it. So do you get callers in there? Do people call in?
Not usually, dude.
Mostly you just reading news stories and commenting.
That I have guests. I play clips. Sometimes I'll call people on my cell phone and leave them a wacky message.
You're like the jerky boys of conspirology.
A little bit, dude.
Nice.
That's awesome. But how do you record their? Oh, you just
hold the speakerphone up to my phone, dude. It sounds sounds awesome.
Yeah, I forget about these simple tactics.
You just got to keep it simple. It's like, well, that works. It's not a big deal.
Keep it simple, stupid. Wait, you trying to check your shit?
I check my Facebook because I might have a message, very important message.
This motherfucker, Mr. Montana, is trying to check his Facebook in the middle of a damn show, man.
Very, very important.
It's not like, normal people have like a cell phone or something where they can do this.
Let's see what the verdict is if it's out
there. Ain't no goddamn verdict. Wait, Dude, I can't handle this right now. We'll do it later, Johnny.
No,
We're in the middle of a show.
I have to check for real quick.
I literally
Don't worry,
can't
you
handle
keep
it.
talking.
Okay,
I
you know
can do
what?
this.
No,
I can do this
I'm just
myself.
gonna break it. I'm just gonna do a break. We'll do a break right now.
All right,
Cool?
cool.
All right. Stop recording. Stop. All right.
Running around on stage at the 2000 something VMAs.
Axel.
And dude, I saw the footage and he was like running around the stage way too much and was like getting out of breath.
He's like,
Gotta love Axel.
I can't handle this. We're recording.
Are we back on?
We're back on air. Yeah, baby.
We back.
So, yeah,
really like Axl Rose.
What about
His name is an anagram for oral sex.
No
Wow.
fucking way. Is that what it is?
Wow.
That's hilarious.
I didn't know that.
I
But
thought
see it. Oh yeah.
is his name. Yeah, his name is William. I don't know if his Rose is his real name or whatever. But yeah, that's crazy. Oral sex. I get it now.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
No wonder. No. Yeah. Now he's not getting as much. Maybe like I don't know. What does a guy like that do? Like what has he been doing, Rupert?
Oral sex?
No, literally. Like what do you think Axel's been doing
his
for the
whole
last 20 years?
Coke with people who love him.
Yeah. Jigga.
Because he pretty much sucks now. I mean, he put that album out, what, Chinese Republic? Or
Chinese Democracy. Chinese fascistocracy.
Yeah, which is like, wow, dude. Like,
was
really?
whack.
China is really not ready for democracy now.
The whole thing is Axel, for whatever reason, he actually got the the rights to the name Guns N' Roses, so he can still tour and make albums and stuff with that title, and Slash and all them can't use that. So that's interesting.
I wonder how that. I mean, you gotta have some balls to do that.
Well, it's all contract law. It's whoever signed the paper or fucking created the patent or.
Well,
this and
his
that.
name is in the band name. It's Guns N' Roses.
Rose. Yeah, it's
not
like-
Guns and Slash.
It's like, Bon Jovi trying to replace the lead singer with fucking, I don't know, Usher or something.
Yeah.
Just wouldn't work, yo. Yeah, it's like, Alice in Chains replaced their thing with a black guy like years later. I don't know. It's going all right. It's true. But Axel,
You think that's part of the Obama effect?
It
too,
is,
that
absolutely.
Alice in Chains has a black singer.
a white grunge band, like one of the whitest bands ever, gets like this half black singer.
Yeah.
Same thing with Alice in Chains.
That's what I said. That's what I meant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And they got,
That guy actually ran up on the band I used to be in was on tour with the newly formed Alice in Chains, and the dude ran up on the bus and just like looked at everybody
Yeah.
and stood there for a second
Uh-huh.
and then like got off the bus.
Get on. If Spike Lee said, "Get on the bus," that was the film. They just do. Oh, you might appreciate this story, Rupert. It was a little while ago now, but out here in LA, like a year or two ago, this band took their bus, their RV, and completely blocked off like the busiest freeway in the city, like at rush hour, and just got on top of the bus and started playing their like metal.
That's
Who
fucked
did
up.
this?
I forgot the name of the band, but you could look it up. Like if you just look up, band in LA blocks the 405 during rush or something. Like they just try to promote their music. They blocked off like thousands of cars and just
Holy
fucking-
shit!
They're gonna
Yeah.
get sued for that shit.
Oh,
probably.
they got
Yeah.
fucked, of course. Like the cops showed up, they were, surrounding. I mean, I'm surprised they didn't get shot, to tell you the truth. I mean, that's like endangering many lives, you know what I'm saying? But that's metal though. That's punk. You have to
Yeah,
admit
but the cops can't just shoot a fucking metal band, Like,
well, what about Dimebag Daryl?
Hey, I don't believe this.
yeah,
I don't see
that's
it.
they
Yeah.
had a patsy killed.
I'll find it for you,
Dimebag
Rupert.
Darrell.
I'll find it for you, Rupert.
Yeah, it was a brainwashed patsy, probably another like Catcher in the Rye fan or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like Airheads.
Yeah, it was like some Airheads type shit. Like fucking.
It was a harp zombie.
It was Harp Zombie Band. Okay. They were an Orange County hip hop band,
Oh, okay.
according to the.
So like rap rock type shit.
I'm trying to see.
Wow,
there it is. There's
I
a
see
video
that.
though too. I'll send you this, Rupert, and then I've seen a video.
Is it
but,
like Odd Future or some shit?
it's a hip hop band. Isn't that an oxymoron? For all our listening
well,
audience.
let's find out what the name of the group is.
Oh yeah, it's
maybe we know them.
No. Imperial Stars. Terrible name. Imperial Stars. That's the name of the group that
Yeah.
blocked off the 405 freeway. I mean, this was
Such publicity stunt.
this was almost 3 years ago, but yeah, total publicity stunt. But it's just dudes on top of their.
You remember the System
Bus.
of a Down concert that they did in Hollywood, and it was a free concert. And Just Move Down were just starting to get big. This is when they came out with that song, I Don't Think You Trust in...
Self-righteous suicide.
Yeah, that one. All right. So anyway, when angels, whatever, and so they did a free show there, and everybody showed up. Like 1 million Mexicans showed up, and it's just because this was where they were starting to really blow up. Like, you know what I mean? And they didn't. I guess they didn't realize how big they had gotten.
They're Armenian,
and they couldn't even start the show because there was so many people. The cops was like, "No, we can't. You can't go on. There's too many people," and blah blah blah. And so Serge came on stage and he's like, "Oh, sorry, we can't really do the show, you guys." Like,
sorry, you guys.
And they're like, "Yo, fuck you!" They grabbed speakers and started throwing it at him. He ran like a bitch, like, "Ah!"
He ran like a bitch. When you're a rock star, you run like a bitch. Is the point?
Yeah, but I'm not saying Serge Tankian is a bitch. I'm just saying that's what happened at the time. You know, from what I hear, he's really just a hippie. He's not a hardcore like metal fool.
There's lots of crazy incidents at concerts. I've heard of like riots at Rage Against the Machine shows.
Oh my god!
And,
see, the fans are worse than the band are just like some peaceful hippie. Like Rage Against the Machine, they're not like crazy metal fools. They're like hippies and shit.
Well, we all remember.
You've seen them on stage. That is not very hippie-like behavior. I have to.
No, but like their lyrical content and shit like that. It's not like all dark and satanic.
I won't do it. Yeah, I remember all those hippie songs that were like, "Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me."
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they're anti-establishment
all right.
shit. But
calm down, John.
But their fucking crowds are like, just like don't give a fuck type shit. They'll cause violence and riots and all that.
Do you ever just feel like a face in the crowd? Well, let me explain. This whole modern era of like school shootings and Sandy Hooks and all this stuff, you could really trace it back to Woodstock '99. Could you not? Do you remember that one?
My friend was there.
Yeah, like that was the whole thing where America looked at it and they were like, "Oh, these kids today are actually like violent alcoholics who like rape chicks."
I mean, there were violent hippies too that were just fucking up all the experience. You know, for
you know what I saw yesterday? I saw a video of somebody at Woodstock, just openly speaking, saying that they had seeded the clouds all day long and that's why it started raining.
Oh, that's crazy.
Dude, it's from like footage from way back when they were just straight up talking. They sounded like one of us.
Yeah.
So the powers that be seeded clouds over Woodstock to not only make it rain and fuck it up, but to also make people go angry.
They're talking about like the
angry. Yeah, I know it.
The chemtrails. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they seeded clouds. They can seed or unseed hurricanes and shit, right? As we know.
I'm trying to seed me a few bit.
Yeah, I feel you trying to get that seed in there.
At least in there.
At least in there, yeah. I mean, So you trying to have a kid?
Not with you.
Jigga, once again.
But you know, men can get pregnant now. That's the new thing.
Yeah.
Like that movie Junior.
Yeah, I am Arnie Schwarzenegger for show in that shit. I mean, I got the belly space.
Voted for him.
Oh no! Totally voted for him. I mean, I've never voted for anything, but I voted.
You voted for him, really?
No, what I just said is true. I've never voted for anything beyond like high school, fucking comptroller or whatever. I've never voted for president, governor, nothing. I'm not. I don't even think
for anyone.
I don't even think I'm registered.
Well, that's because I'm not. Yeah, I'm not legally allowed.
You're
to
a
vote.
fucking. You're a fucking. You know, War of the World.
I will be soon.
You're War of the Worlds type shit. You're an alien, but the. Yeah, I being an actual U.S. citizen, I don't know. I never really considered it a big deal. And Russell Brand is behind me. So what do you think of him taking over the media now?
Who, Russell Brand?
Yeah.
He's doing awesome.
I know. That's what I'm saying. What do you think of that? What do you think of that circumstance?
Well, I think it's like, it's like summertime. You skinned your knee like at the like right when you got out of school. You skinned your knee, but now the Band-Aid needs to come off, and it's all it hurts at first. You kind of yank the Band-Aid off, and underneath it, the skin is all, it was hot, but now the air's getting to it, so it's all cool. That's what Russell Brand is like.
Yeah, he's a breeze of fresh air.
He's a tall drink of lemonade in the summertime.
He's
like
a full breather, he is.
Well,
oh man, that interview that he did on Morning Joe was fucking classic. You seen that?
Yeah, everyone's seen it now. It's a million viral, multi-platinum viral video.
It's like, you have such pretty hair. You look like Princess Diana.
To get Scott Sycamore something to eat because he's all grumpy.
What do you mean?
You're being a grumpalopagus.
I'm not being grumpy. I'm jovial. I'm jovial. Look at all this conviviality I'm
No, yeah, I
expressing.
can tell you right now. I'm sitting right next to him. He looks like he's trying to force a smile. Like, dude, you're hungry. You know you're hungry.
He's like, I'm as hungry as a bear.
Well, this is true, though. I mean, California is the bear state, and I am bear man. And
You are
look,
a big guy too.
I'm a big dude, yeah. But
you're a bear, not in the homosexual sense, but yeah.
no, I do not stuff a red handkerchief into my left back pocket, indicating that I like fisting. No.
Damn, you know quite a lot about that.
Oh,
culture.
dude, well, you've clearly never heard the radio host, the Celtic Rebel.
I have not.
Rupert, have you ever heard of that guy?
Sounds like I don't want to.
Oh my God, great, by far greatest conspiracy radio host ever, like by a million times. I haven't heard from him in a while now, but his whole message, he always talks about like butts and shit and like anal pounding
Oh,
and
that
stuff.
guy, the guy
Yeah.
who was on like the Daily Show or Stephen Colbert or something
No,
like that.
he
And they were
wasn't.
clowning
No.
him that he said that the Denver airport is shaped like a penis or some
No,
shit like that.
I don't think Colbert and all them wouldn't talk about this guy. He's way too fucking underground. But
No,
anyways,
yeah, and he was also talking about how the Denver airport is like, some Illuminati shit and all that too.
well, yeah, I mean, it's all it's all basically deep analyzing. This is what I'm referring
Like
to.
they just everything that comes when it comes to the Illuminati is somehow homosexual.
Yeah, exactly.
Like just dark, like just butt dwelling, like
Yeah, like this protest
culture.
this protest in Egypt is a metaphor for the rectum somehow. I don't know, but anyways, Rupee,
Yeah,
Bubby.
baby boy.
Bubby. Yo, so honestly, no, I'm not grumpy. I'm not one of these dudes that has to eat like, or I fucking get all irritable and low blood sugar. But we did munch on a little bit of homemade edibles there, huh?
Yes.
Because I'd be making that shit, dog. Because why not? It's
good stuff.
It's good stuff. It's an interesting alternative. I'm out now, though.
Have you ever tried that shit?
Of course.
Stuff?
Yeah, I've eaten stuff like that, man.
Yeah, people make that shit. So
Just because I'm not from California doesn't mean that I haven't,
exactly.
Right.
Yeah. People smoke weed in other territory as well.
We're just so used to like here in California, everybody, like except for my mother, everybody smokes weed here.
No, not everyone. I mean,
And
yes.
my mother's just a traditional French lady. That's
Well,
why.
yeah, everyone, and not everyone, but everyone does, sure. Or everyone's tried it, all that shit, blah blah blah. But no, it's just when you have that more access, I guess you have more trimmings. There's a lot of leftover bullshit at these shops and everything. They're like, oh yeah, here, take this. Oh, you can cook with it.
We get it for so cheap now. It's just like the price pretty much went like just down like by just half, like just in the last like couple years or
And
so.
that's the free market.
Just about the last year.
6 months. And Ron Paul
Yeah,
is.
I want some of the butter. Like we don't get a lot of that here, obviously. So I really want to get over there or somewhere and just for about a week just eat candies and do all that stuff and like just
have to find. Yeah, you have
Let's
to
hang out with Kokesh and do some shrooms with him.
Yeah,
I mean,
dog.
I would not. I don't like Adam.
You don't
Kokesh.
like
Oh, by the way,
Dude.
did you know that the Kokesh is like the Persian word for pussy?
What?
Or it's actually Koskesh, but it's close.
Yeah.
Kos, like like a friend of ours named Kos also.
Oh, cause. Yeah.
Kos.
Yeah, like I heard. Yeah, it's like.
And he's a pussy, right?
Well, yeah. Like I heard, like the Lone Ranger came out and I saw it, and apparently Tonto means like pussy or like something bad in Spanish.
Oh, Tonto means like idiot.
Yeah, it means like dumbass, and so in Spain or Mexico, or whatever, like he has to be Toto or some shit. Like they have to dub it all back.
What do you
over
think
again.
of all this? Tonto is played by Johnny Depp, a white guy playing a Native American, and we're seeing a lot of these like cross-racial like things for like where they take classic roles and have another race play, like the new Ninja Turtle movies.
God.
It was going there.
Oh God, you're just itching for a way to bring it up.
The Shredder is going to be played by William Fichtner,
Who's in Lone Ranger as well, by the way, as the villain.
who's a white guy. Yeah. What do you think of all that? This crazy like race. I think it's also the villain in Iron Man was supposed to be Asian, but he was played by a white guy.
Ben Kingsley, yeah, that's true.
It seems
You're
like
right.
a lot of Asian roles
Well, I can explain this
are
away.
being turned into white roles, maybe to not offend the
All right.
Chinese.
Let Rupert answer, but I can explain it very easily.
I don't really know. So go ahead.
I was hoping for that. The simple fact is that, like, okay, they say why does Johnny Depp play an Indian? Because there's no fucking Native American actors. That's why. Like, can you name any? Like, is there anyone famous? Like, there's a few ones scattered in movies about Indians.
Yeah, what about the one guy? That's not a good actor at all. But yeah, what's his name? The martial artist who's Native American.
Steven Seagal?
Steven Seagal, yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah, he could never play, yeah.
Yeah, put him in there.
Tonto, yeah.
He lobbied for the role, I think.
Yeah, his best role was playing a cop on some reality show.
On his own show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no, the point is, even Chinese and stuff, it's like, how many big Chinese actors are there? 2, 3?
China controls the market.
But
I have
the
no
point
idea.
is, yeah, you still have to fill these roles. Like, literally, the Mandarin is supposed to be a Chinese guy. The Shredder is supposed to be a Japanese guy. There's only, like, literally one guy for the big money
They
shit.
don't want us to portray Asians as villains. Because
that too, or the wrong kind of Asian.
Yeah, exactly. Because there is a stereotype that that Asians are trying to control the world through economic means,
Do you see
which
that,
is not really a stereotype.
Just picture that kid where that Chinese baby's mom stabbed it like 90 times in the face.
No, that sounds like a bad picture to look at.
Wow.
Dude, it looks like a garbage pail kid came to life.
Whoa.
I mean, you think we're bad because we have abortion here in America, but in China, like, they have infanticide, and it's like whatever. It's like children are not even worth anything.
Remember, like, the kid. Remember that, like, 2-year-old in Indonesia or whatever that chain smokes. That, like, chubby kid that's just puffing away. Like,
oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
That was classic shit.
Kids running around the streets with no fucking parents and shit. Everywhere over there.
Does the Christian right want it like where it's like China and we just have to huddle like 15 per bed? And
we sleep in drawers and shit. Have you seen that shit, Rupert? With a lot of people in China sleep in drawers. They just literally stacked on top of each other like freaking Legos or Jenga or something.
I don't understand how you get to that point mentally.
Mentally, like, willing to do that?
Yeah, where you're just like, all right, this is what I'm going to do. I guess if you gotta, you gotta.
Like, I will say this about homeless people in America. Yeah, they don't have it great, but they can sleep, like, by themselves. You know, they don't have to sleep in a stack on top of each other yet. They can just find a little doorway and kick it. In China...
Well, here in California, I mean, we have a lot of homeless people, and they sleep on the beach. It's comfortable to be homeless in California.
But in China,
they're Florida.
Well, yeah, exactly, yeah. But if you're homeless in Detroit or Chicago, it's not...
Then you're a fucking icicle. Like, you know that when I lived in New York, dude, like one time I saw a fucking frozen homeless person. It was this fucking wow. I was like, wow, this is it. But the homeless problem was really bad when I lived there in between 93 and 96. And Giuliani basically kicked all the homeless out of New York.
Well...
And they all went to Santa Monica. Where when I moved to Santa Monica, I saw some of the same homeless people that I saw in New York. It was a trip.
Every other city I go, I see the same homeless. All right. Yeah, basically that. It's true, dude. It's true. Well, as you know, Rupert, actually in New York it's tough because there's not as many nooks and crannies. Like, there's too many people. In California, you can
there's a lot of open space here.
Yeah, there's more wide areas, I guess. I don't
have as many people stacked on top of each other as they do in New York.
In China, they have a home. They just have to share it with 4,700 other people.
Yeah.
In one, like, living...
cramped up, like, closet or something.
Yeah.
Sleeping in some drawers. Like, they're living in a fucking closet.
Rupert, have you noticed nowadays that they don't use words like school or jail or something like that? Have you noticed this? Like, a school will be called, like, Youth Education Center of Northwest Compton.
Jail is like a detainment
center. Adult detention center. That's like the FEMA camp will be like, you know.
They're getting us used to like jail just being for regular people, you know.
Have you noticed this, Rupe?
Yep.
Yep. It's true. It's true. Yeah, it's weird, man. Yeah, everything is going to just be, that's the future, right? Where it's like,
hospitals are really healthcare providers.
Well, yeah, that's where that leads to demolition, man, right? Like, the 3 seashells are toilet paper. Wipe your ass with a hard stone.
Yeah. That doesn't sound nice.
No, but it's apparently that's the future.
But you don't really, through that whole movie, you don't know how you're supposed to
I
wipe
know.
her ass with those 3 seashells? It's never really revealed. Like, am I supposed to grab the seashell and
Yeah.
yeah, no.
What about, you know how they say if you put your ear up to a seashell, you can hear the ocean? What's that? Where does that legend come from?
It's not a
Is that
legend, dude. You ever done it?
I guess. Really?
Well,
you can hear
just
it?
hear this like. Oh, come on, man.
Got him, man.
I don't know. I've never been convinced, maybe.
He's very sheltered. Like, he's never even been to the beach, and he lives like
Yeah.
right by it.
I lived in Malibu for 15 years, but I've never been to the beach. Anyways.
Yeah. He's not even kidding.
No, I avoided it mostly, but I've been. Anyways. So you really can do that, huh? So what's that effect? Like, if maybe, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll all use ocean water to wipe our ass in the future, and that's what I don't know. Basically, we need to synthesize the water. We need to fix like all the air and shit, you know. You get all this.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we get it. So what else is on there? What you do? You sound like the one who ate some lemon bars, Rupert.
No, I was just sitting here thinking about how we're gonna kill 90% of people so that we can, end this BS.
Are you on board with that philosophy?
Sometimes
the
I
Georgia
feel like
Guidestones?
sometimes I feel like a nut. Sometimes I don't.
Well, Almond Joy's got nuts, so stay the F away.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people agree with those Georgia Guidestones that, the world can only be sustainable if we eliminate 80% of the human population.
AKA Ted Turner's diary.
I think the problem may not be that we have too many people, but we have too little places for everybody to live. I think that's really the problem. I think we need to develop more in all these deserted lands that we have.
I think Rupe is getting at a deeper point, which is that people just are so shitty sometimes that, like, why would it be better to have more of them? Like, it seems like we have enough, right? Is that sort of what you're feeling, Rupe?
I guess one reason to have more is because chicks look awesome with penises in them.
Yeah, that's the good part about having a bigger population is you have more options. There's more bitches,
more
and we
hot
know
chicks.
that there's like
There's
3
more
women
boom.
for every one guy. Yeah, there's 3 women to every one dude.
now-
So it's not a bad thing that we just have
Wait,
more
there's
women.
not 3 women every guy.
Or 2 women or something like that. Like that, the
Maybe-
population of women is like super high.
Maybe in Larry
Men.
Flint's office or something. There's 3 to 1 women, but the whole thing is that. Yes, because we have the biggest population now and there's the most hot chicks. But let me submit this. A lot of that poon is untouchable. There might be a lot of, and I don't mean like you can't talk to them. I mean, it's out there in the world where you're never going to locate it. There's probably a lot of hot chicks in China or wherever. Maybe
Dude,
not
we live
there.
in California, dude. There's
Well, they all
all
come
the
here.
hot chicks from all around the world come here.
Yeah, but it's still, that is true. Because someone tells them they look too good for Nutsack, Tennessee.
Yeah. You look too good to be living here in fucking
Yeah.
Indonesia or something.
Yeah, it's
you
like,
know?
oh, you look so pretty. You moved to West Hollywood, where the gays are. All right. So
When
look,
no guys can.
and look,
like,
Kim
bother
Jong Un or Keju, yeah, he's loving our shit. Basketball, bitches in basketball. That's my life. I don't know about you. That's what I'm living for.
All right,
Or,
I'll give you 5 guesses as to what cereal is on my mind.
Lucky Charms,
Nope.
Captain Crunch.
Wheaties,
No, here, listen real closely.
Rice Krispies.
No, it's
Kicks.
it's a rarity. You're more on the right. It's a circle with little things in
Corn
the
Pops.
middle.
Oh, a circle with little things. Oh God.
Cookie Crisps.
He just said it. You actually just said it.
Oh, Corn Pops.
Cookie Crisps.
Nope.
Corn Pops.
Cookie Krispies. Cookie Crisps, huh?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That's more than 5 guesses, you guys.
What is it? Kicks?
No,
Nope.
it's not. I guess that Cinnamon Toast Crunch is a square, not a
Corn
circle.
Pops?
No.
You're close with the corn pops.
Oh, just Pops.
It's a honey graham cereal made by Quaker.
Honey Graham.
80
Wait.
gram cereal made by Quaker.
Okay, it's not. You're gonna.
Quaker Oat.
You
Quaker Oat Kicks or Quicks? Or
Is
something
it
like
on Jerry
Very
Seinfeld's
close.
cap? I don't know, bro. I mean, it probably is gonna be some obscure shit we don't even have in like California. What is it?
I'm eating O's.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, I've never actually had them, Rupee.
You
I've just
are
seen-
going to get some next time you go to the store, buddy.
Dude, that was
You're
a
right.
challenging question, dude. Like, next time try something easier, like O's.
Yeah, O's, come on. That's what I'm saying.
Not
You
even
guys
Che-
accepted the
O's?
challenge.
Not even
100%.
Cheerios.
Yeah, you did give us
Okay,
five
you did
guesses, but
accept
it's like there's Cheerios. I mean, shit, Frosted Flakes or some shit. But O's, come on, man.
I know about Cheerios and SpaghettiOs, but O's,
Yeah.
I haven't heard about that in ages. I didn't even know they still existed. That.
Exactly. That's why I brought them up.
Damn, do you have a box from like 1994 or something?
You know how
No, but your
hipster?
mom does.
Oh shit!
She actually does though. It's really
Yeah.
good. It's still pretty good.
Is that part of the hipster package, by the way, to collect like old cereal boxes and shit, like from when you were growing up and all that? No,
Wait, you think I'm a hipster?
no, I didn't say you were. I'm saying is that part of the? I'm not saying you collect cereal boxes from the
Anything
80s.
that's old or seems old is totally hipster, and I feel like that. I don't know. It's
I
just
don't know.
weird how things went from being new in the 60s to being vintage or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they go to vintage stores that resell people's used clothes that they've already taken a piss in, and then you buy it back at a semi-premium
I don't
price.
get how something being old makes it so you have to pay more money for it, because if it's old, it's usually the fabric is a lot weaker and it's it's more tearable. It'll probably fucking tear in the fucking washer. And so yeah, I don't understand why people should have to pay more for vintage quote unquote clothing.
Or how about a
What
lot
do you
for,
think,
for
Rupe?
new
Are you a hipster?
or just a wankster? Wanksta, rather.
But sometimes vintage clothes could actually be better too, because
Well,
there was a time where China wasn't making everything.
Oh God. Well, yeah. Well, as Rupert knows, in the
And that includes cars and airplanes too.
in fantasy worlds like your Middle Earth or your Westeros, the older an item gets, the more power it has, right? Sort of like the pyramids or something
Right.
in our world.
Well, like I think a lot of old cars are better than this fucking new pieces of crap that we get from Japan or China or any of these countries.
Come
you
on.
know?
How about Korea with the Kia? My Nia?
Dude, like, why would we let people who hate us make our cars and planes?
Because they want to pull a Hastings. They want to pull a Hastings on all of
You
us.
know what I'm saying? But yeah, look at all these cars blowing up and all this shit. Like, these are not American cars. These are like usually Japanese or
Oh
Chinese
yeah,
cars.
Mercedes released a statement saying their cars don't just blow up in relation to the Michael Hastings incident.
Yeah, what do you think about that, Rupert? Have you heard about the Michael Hastings, former Rolling Stone writer, his car just blowing up?
Yeah, I
like,
heard about that.
Just right
I didn't
after
have
he-
anything to do with it, but yeah.
You did it.
Yeah.
We've got the documents.
We've got the black box. Oh wait, yeah, that was just you looking for some black box out on the town. All right.
That was you like hanging out in Compton.
Ow. Ow.
yeah.
That
What-
sounds like a black porno.
What song was that again? I recognize that.
It's by Black Box.
Oh wow, wow. What's in? Do you know
Whoa.
the name? Name that
We
tune.
just totally ruined your joke. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, bruh. Hey, yeah. Oh, did you hear the? I don't know if you heard this, John. You'd be interested in this. So, there's a show on BET or whatever called The Cypher where people just go on and rap and DJ premiere like DJs, and they
Nice.
had like Eminem, Mos Def, of course, and like Black Thought were on.
Most Def, the new star of Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, exactly. And the star of a force feeding video from like, a fake Guantanamo.
Yeah.
And yeah, yeah. What was that? What were your what feelings did that stir up
Well,
in you?
I feel like that comes on the heels of me calling him a sissy. Like I met Mos Def one time,
Of course,
and ever
you have.
since then I've been making fun of him. So I think that's kind of in response to me, actually.
Really,
Nice.
it's in response to you, literally. It's a Rupert video response creation.
No, I didn't make a video about it. I think he knows though. I met him, and
Wait, and you're like, dude, why don't you get a fucking tube stuck up your nose and burning sensation?
no, he did it because he doesn't want me to call him a wimp anymore, which I can't do.
Well,
Yeah,
you could,
true.
but why did you call him a wimp? Just because he's a soft ass MC?
I don't really like his emceeing, and he also has a really weak handshake.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah,
see.
he seemed. You know what? And I still think he's a wimp. I think he just did that shit like for attention, maybe probably for a publicity stunt or something. And and maybe he didn't realize it was going to be that painful. You
He
know what I
watched
mean?
the movie Five
Maybe
Fingers.
it was like what's the guy Mancow? Mancow's not a guy with balls. He just did that shit because he probably even believed himself that waterboarding wasn't that bad. And
Yeah,
then
like-
he did that shit, and he's like, "Oh my god, it was terrible." After like only like 2 seconds of that shit or something.
Yeah. Or like Jesse Ventura said, I was waterboarded when I joined the SEALs. They have to do that. Every Navy SEAL has to be waterboarded. Anyway, so Mos Def, that's funny. He might have done that in response to you. You're right. Oh, and is it any coincidence? His name's Yassine Bey, and was starring now in the
Now
movie
in the Michael
by
Bay
Michael
produced,
Bay.
yeah. But
Yeah.
it's spelled differently. Like
I
this
know,
is spelled
I know.
B-E-A,
Because
B-E-Y.
he's one of them black Islamics or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Black Islamic.
Oh.
Or Negro Hamadan.
Are you trying to get us killed?
I mean, seriously, why, man? Why don't you shut your mouth?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dude, don't talk about black people on our show.
I don't
No,
have free
seriously.
speech.
I like black people. I don't know what the. I like
I know, I
black
love
people.
black
Like black people are.
Black people are like some of my best friends. As a matter of fact, they're all of my best
Oh,
friends.
yeah,
You're
sure.
no longer in my friends.
You guys
dude.
say you guys sound very insecure right now. Anyways, I am afraid of no special interest group. No. See, yeah, it's easy. It's easy to be like, I will criticize these black leaders all day, but my friends are black. My friends are black. Anyways, no, dog. Yeah, Mos Def, he's straight chilling. Whoa, get your foot off there.
My bad.
Yeah, Def is straight chilling. He killed it in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
That was dope.
Not really.
I like that.
Anyways, but look, he's gonna.
No,
be,
there was
who's
that
he gonna-
movie 16 Blocks with Bruce Willis. He
Oh,
was actually pretty good in that.
classic, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking maybe Mos Def watched Five Fingers with Elle Fishburne
Oh, that was classic.
and decided to do that little. Oh, and did you notice? Didn't that video come from The Guardian? If I'm not mistaken, the same shit that broke Snowden and Greenwald.
And the
everything?
character that he's gonna play in Ninja Turtles is a character that always gets tortured by the Shredder,
Mr.
which is
Stockman.
Baxter Stockman. Like
Yep.
Shredder, like takes out his eyeball and takes out his body parts, and he ends up turning into a cyborg.
So it
and
was
shit.
really just viral marketing for the movie. Because didn't
Yeah.
he do that video and then like the next day it was announced that he was cast in Ninja
Pretty much,
Turtles?
yeah, pretty
so,
much.
Yeah. So that's what it really is.
Yeah.
We cracked the case. Thanks, Rupert, for helping out. For being on the scene.
Rupert's like a detective like us, huh?
Yeah, well, no. What Rupe does, let's praise Rupe right now. He takes videos and he melds them and remixes until you get this
But
picture.
he does the analysis like
But you you got the right ideas. That's what's important. I don't know about that nosy pepper stuff, but you got the right ideas when it comes to like the world and trutherism. But you don't hear me,
He's
though.
a no bullshit guy, right, Rupe?
You ain't hear me, though.
Who, me?
Yeah.
dude. You don't
Yeah,
bullshit
no, I
around.
mean, not too much.
Don't turn around. Don't bullshit around. Yeah, it's no, you cool, you cool. So you were thinking about the population reduction agenda.
I mean, sometimes don't you look around at?
Well, dude, I have a great example from like a few hours ago, or last night, basically. I was at the Coffee Bean after they close, but they still leave their chairs outside, so you could technically sit there like forever until they open the next morning at 6, or I think.
And then, homeless
And-
people probably sleep on that shit.
And some like greasy. I mean, he was black, but that doesn't matter.
It has nothing
yeah,
to do with the
nope.
fact that he was greasy at all. Like, you
Some
sure?
greasy
Dirty
dreadlock.
racist fucker. This is who I have to work with every day.
Even
It's
though it's not
racist.
work, it's fun. No, he happened to be black, as they say. But there was another. Okay, it was a two-pronged attack. I was sitting there at about midnight, an hour after the Bean closed, and I don't.
The Bean?
And I don't
You-
say
you
Bean.
fucking racist,
I don't
dude.
say Bean in a racist.
I'm a Hispanic, and I take that very offensively. All right.
I see how easy
Bean?
it is.
He said bean,
The
I'm very offended by
The
that.
coffee bean and tea leaf.
which is all run by. I mean, not run by, but
Masonic Illuminati.
it's all Mexicans working there.
No, it's not.
Let's be real.
Not in my hood. Not in my hood.
Oh, that's right. You live in the Brent Hood.
Brent Hood. But the point is, yes, Southern California has a lot of Mexicans. That's not an issue here. There's a place called the Coffee Bean. I abbreviate it to the Bean.
Right,
I
right,
go there and I sit there after closing, which I probably shouldn't anyways, but you're allowed to. And then so a greasy bum comes over to me when I'm trying to write on a piece of paper, and he's like, he's like, and then I'm like, okay, I just ignore him, and then he comes up a little bit later. He's like, "You believe in God, man? You believe in God, bro?" I'm like, oh, just get away. I was like, I'm working here. He's all smelly and shit. Then he bothers this other guy who yells at him, some other dude trying to just read a book or something late night. And at the same time, this white guy is yelling at his friend about like healthcare and the veterans, like, and Obamacare and shit. Like, and he's like, I'm a veteran, man. The health service in this country is shit. I'll take you to the VA right now, man. It's bullshit, man. They're removing people's legs when they should be like taking out their tonsils, you know, shit like that. Yeah.
No,
so,
I hear that too.
Yeah,
That's why you see a lot more people like just handicaps and everything than ever before. It's not that more people are losing their legs before. It's just that this is how they treat our veterans now.
Yeah,
instead of spending the money on like the correct operation, they're just like, oh, we're just gonna cut off your legs.
Yeah, and by the way, this is in a really good neighborhood where like, so I'm getting this two-pronged attack of like, I'm hearing conspiracy stuff coming from this angry dude behind me, and then standing right next to me is just a zombie, bath salted, cracked out, fucking like, you know, stinky lurker. And that's just like, I don't know. Yeah, World War Z, doggy. The zombie agenda is rolling right along.
Oh, yeah. Have you noticed? I don't know. I mean, on our side of this great country, we see a lot of zombies. What about on your side, Rupe? Is there a lot of
just
these
watch
like
your zombies, really.
We don't mean sheeple. We mean actual walking zombies.
Yeah, like guys who they look like zombies, dress like zombies, talk like zombies, act like zombies.
Yeah,
it's hilarious. Like it's,
and they'll just like.
But that's their shtick.
No, it's not it's not a shtick. It's just they're fucking meth heads, most of them, really.
This isn't Marcel Marceau pantomime ass shit. This is like, you know, it's homeless people. We all know homeless people, what they're like, but they're just becoming more and more like fucking desiccated. Like just
they
shamble
like,
around.
Well, they say like there's somewhere like 30% of the population in like West LA, Santa Monica area is like homeless. And that's people living.
That's a Montana fact.
That's
fake
people
fact.
living in their cars. No, because we just think that homeless people are just like dirty bums and stuff like that. But no, there's people living in their cars like all around my neighborhood. You look at the cars and there's like people sleeping in them and everything.
Dude, I saw
living in their cars literally.
Near at Venice Beach recently. I saw the funniest thing. I saw literally the shittiest car you could possibly imagine, like a 1970 rust bucket. Like literally, the car is not worth like $100. And it had the club on it, on the steering wheel. It had the club.
I haven't seen one of those.
Yeah, exactly. It had a car safety.
Maybe it was a car that a lot of people knew how to steal.
Dude, this car literally is not worth stealing. You would not risk like a fucking like going to jail to steal this car.
And I have to correct myself. 30% of California is unemployed, not homeless.
Oh, okay. So
but the homeless
discover your
population
feet.
Is a lot higher than they're willing to admit, because it's not just homeless people they only count the homeless people in the shelters, but the shelters are usually overfilled, and you know, like there's people living in their cars, people living on the beach. They don't count those.
The whole thing is, if there was some sort of uprising. I mean, I'm looking at this picture from Egypt, and they're just flooding the streets for like miles and miles, you know.
God.
But
so we should be doing that here.
No, but we have. It was called Croccupy and
Occupy did
Party.
not look like this.
In some instances, yeah, but you know, basically,
if Occupy and the Tea Party got together, maybe they might make a crowd close to that, but not.
All right,
not that big.
I've received a confidential Skype transmission. Okay, I got it. So we got about 10 minutes left on our extremely organized broadcast with lots of producers behind the scenes.
We gotta leave some time for Dopey and Crackthony or whatever. Coming up next.
Dopey and Xanthony or something. We're Frosty, Toto, and Nicholas are coming up.
Zanny the Nanny.
Zanny the Nanny's brand new show is coming up.
We have to get off air to make room for the nanny with Fran Drescher. Coming up
I'm
next.
sorry, but that accent is sexy.
I love her.
Oh, you like that, do you, Rupert? You loving that? That gets you really moist. All right. Hey, The Beautician and the Beast is classic, though. You've seen that flick.
Yeah? No.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't?
I haven't either.
Oh, the movie. It's like her one movie. It's like, I got another confidential. It's the one Fran Drescher movie, and okay, cool. And it's just her playing herself, but she goes to like a dictator. It's like some European dictator or something, or king or whatever, and she just goes and
A cocktator?
a cocktator, yeah. It's basically like a Joseph Stalin type fool, and she goes and like tutors his kids and teaches him how to be awesome and like American, and she like sucks his balls and stuff.
Yeah, I think I've seen like trailers for the movie, but never actually seen.
Everyone should check it out. The Beautician and the Beast with Fred Drescher, because I'm a cinephile. Okay.
This is coming from a guy who thought the Superman movie like was bad. So
Rupert, did you see Man of Steel?
No.
Do you want to?
No.
There you go. My answer.
I haven't seen it either, but if you say it's bad, I believe you because you're pretty. You're pretty good with movies.
I'm good. No, people have different tastes. I'm not saying no. Look, it's expensive. It's got a budget. Like, it's like they give you your money's worth. You're just like, oh god.
Usually, if they spend a lot of money on it, that means it's bad.
Well, it's not that specific. Well, okay, like for instance, I saw The Lone Ranger, which is just getting shitted on left and right. Like,
you thought it was good?
I thought it was okay. I don't know if I'd say great, but I was like, it just doesn't deserve the scorn it's getting. Like, it's super expensive. It looks expensive. They spent the fucking money. There's crazy shit,
When
There's
you
a lot
saw
of
the Man of
violence,
Steel
too.
trailer, you thought it was going to be the greatest movie ever. You were like,
I said
if it's anything
no.
like the trailer, you said.
I said it looked like the greatest movie ever. I didn't think it was actually going to be that.
Yeah, if the trailer's better than the movie, that's not a good thing.
Well, it always is. That's how they rope you in.
Yeah,
First of all,
Dark Knight Rises.
think about it. We have such a short attention span now, obviously, with all these smartphones and shit and just stupid children. A trailer, of course, is going to be more. A 3-minute trailer is going to be much better than a 2.5-hour movie because it's short. It's like smoking crack versus, I don't know, running.
What about you, Rupert? When's the last good movie you saw, man?
Oh, Jesus. The Charlie Veitch documentary.
Last good movie I saw.
I don't watch films.
I mean, I try to catch as many as I can, but I don't know.
Summer is garbage. Put it this way: summer is garbage for anything.
I want to
It's
see
all-
Pacific Rim. I guess the last good one, the last movie I saw in the theater was The Hobbit.
Oh, that was cool. Of course, Rupe.
I like that movie.
That was at the end of the year. That was like in December.
Yeah, I'd go to the movies maybe once or twice a year.
Hobbit was dope. Yeah, I would. Like, the only reason I even have seen either like Man of Steel or Lone Ranger is because my fucking roommate has free passes to movies. So
Oh my god, that would be awesome.
Awesome.
It would, yeah. And it's like, we haven't even seen that many recently, but it's like, yeah, when the big summer flick comes along, it's like, yeah, let's go and see it for free instead of paying $18 a piece. But yeah, it's like, if I had to pay full bore for all these shits, yeah, I wouldn't go see. I mean, still, even with that, I don't go that much because fucking, it just sucks to see some whack shit,
Are you guys excited about The Wolverine?
No.
Pacific.
No, it looks whack.
Yeah.
It looks another movie fully funded by China, probably.
And Rupert Murdoch. Yeah, Pacific Rim looks cool. Kanye really blew it up on Twitter. It'll be terrific.
I am the Lord thy God, and thou shalt have no Ruperts before me.
Okay, Charlton. Or is it Carlton? I don't know which you resemble more.
Carlton from Fresh Prince? No, it doesn't look like him.
Oh, really? He doesn't? I'm just kidding. No, Rupert. I told Rupert this, the first comment I ever made. I was like, you sort of vaguely resemble the dude who played Frasier's brother on Frasier.
My mom says that I look like that guy sometimes.
Yeah, but no, you
Without
look cool.
hair, but yeah.
He's a little more like mousy looking or whatever. You look a little more like regular.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when I was like, he's the David Hyde Pierce of conspiracy theory. That's his fool's name. But at least that's better than being David
Dude,
Wilcock
you just made my list.
of shit.
Yeah, you're on the shit list now, son.
Well, at
At
least
least you didn't say like you look like Adam Kokesh, but
Oh, no.
less cracked out.
well, he looks like the devil. No, well, David Wilcock is the David Spade of conspiracy theory. We all know that. Yeah, we all know that shit. But no, everyone has a doppelganger. People say I look like or I am like some person all the fucking time.
Yeah,
Like I get it, literally.
You look like
yeah.
We're not gonna say what you look like for your identity purpose,
Well, of
unless
course.
you're okay with it.
Well, I mean, whatever.
You
No.
look like that guy from I Love You, Man.
Oh God! But I don't. That's the thing is
What's
I
his
really
name?
don't. Jason Segel,
Jason Segel.
flock of seagulls, a flock of seagulls. No, I mean I really don't look like him, but I guess something about my Jewish personality comes through where it's just like, oh, you resemble that fool.
Or that movie director, too, you look like.
Yeah, see, like I could be an actor, but Seth Rogen already exists, so I'll never get any fucking work.
Exactly.
It's like, you know, yeah, they're already there. I'd have to make my own shit.
You'd have to wait a while until you don't look
Yeah,
like him as
John
much.
Montana here looks like I don't know, Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. Except like a million shades lighter. Yeah.
You look like Kevin Hart.
No, I don't, dude. I don't look like Kevin
No,
Hart.
he's
I look okay if Kevin Hart
In jail
was like
all day
if Kevin Hart
by
was the
myself.
palest-
Say it with your chest.
what the fuck? Is that a Kevin Hart quote?
Hell
Kevin Hart is all like, you gonna learn now.
Oh, please believe me. Yeah, let me explain. Well, Kevin Hart's movie apparently is doing great. He has no ego either. The tagline for his movie is "Witness the rise of a legend."
Have you seen that one where he's like, all right, all right, all right?
What is this fool? The short black Batman or something?
He's just fucking awesome, dude. He's. I met Kevin Hart actually.
You
He's
did?
a
Oh,
hilarious guy.
He's a powerhouse.
Yeah.
I have a friend.
I
who's
don't.
in
I don't
movies.
think he's great. Call me a
Yeah.
player Haitian or whatever you want. I don't think he's that great, but it's all good. I'd see his movie for free. I guess I wouldn't pay for it.
No, yeah, I would wait for video, or wait for whatever it is now, downloading on the internet.
Mm.
But
Is that what they do nowadays?
the only movies that are worth seeing in theaters now, I think, are like just high budget, like 3D movies and
that's
shit.
why I go to that shit. Like, yeah, fuck yeah. If you can see the Lone Ranger in the theater for free, go for it. It ain't so bad, you know.
Get some mushrooms and some weed and go see some 3D crap and
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, I took some Xannies and went to go see Captain America in 3D. I fell asleep like in the middle, like
Yeah.
right smack in the middle of the movie.
Yeah, because that 3D shit like really makes you woozy. It's like eating too many edibles. You're like, oh fuck my.
And I was on Xannies too, and Xannies
Yeah.
like make you tired. So.
Well, as long as it's not like Donnie Darko and the movie screen opens up a portal right to you and you like have to jump through it and all that shit. Like, just don't do that, man. Just
I
keep
saw
it safe
Shrek.
in there.
I saw Shrek on acid.
Look at you, listen to you fuckbucks.
The 3D one, yeah.
Okay, so we're wrapping it up. Yeah, it's just a really intelligent.
We still got like 15 minutes.
really intelligent con.
no, I don't have that long.
Nah,
How long
We
you
could
got,
do
Rupe?
we could do a third part in a little while.
really? Oh shit, maybe. I sort of had to do stuff, or wanted to get work done, but fuck all that shit.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
doing our thing.
Work. Come
We
on,
got-
dude.
yeah.
We don't work. We
No,
don't
this
have
is
jobs
work.
here.
This is work. It's fun. It's
Yeah, but
work.
you ain't got a boss.
Nigga, it's Friday.
You are your own boss.
It actually is. It actually is Friday,
Yeah.
and we've been, we're thinking about smoking weed. Let's say.
Yeah.
And just hot shit. So wait, so Rupe, you gonna leave for a minute and then come back?
A minute? No,
A while?
a little while.
Like an hour?
I'm
2
thinking
hours?
maybe like an hour.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take a little blunt break.
Well, we'll let Freddie the Frog and Pinky Rodriguez, the next radio host,
Yeah, we'll let them
Well,
have their quick, like, little 45-minute show, and then we'll come back.
They'll host until we're back. Even though this entire convo is just going to be
Yeah.
edited together into one thing and put on YouTube and be timeless. So
All
whatever.
right. Stay tuned for
All right.
Frosty, Heidi, and
And Skank Spank.
Boo Boo.
Yeah. Honey Boo Boo Nut Truck. All right. Rupe, cool out. Mellow.
Roop Dogg and Dog.
Mellow Yellow.
All right, okay, my friends and compadres.
We'll hit you up in an hour, Holmes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit up my beeper, man. Page
If
me.
I
All right.
yes, if I'm not, it could happen. It might not happen, but it's probably gonna happen. You know.
Oh, yeah. Que nada. Okay.
Okay, nada.
We do this.
Okay.
Okay.
How do you sleep in your car at night?
Stay thirsty.
Was that a Mexican Godfather impersonation?
No. How do you sleep in your car? Because it's warm enough that you won't freeze to death.
Okay.
Know what I mean?
We sleep on the bus stop here in Santa Monica. Or whatever place, part of California we're in.
What was that song? In the bus stop. In the bus
That
stop.
sounds like the Ninja Turtles theme song.
No, fuck off. That's
That's
just you.
heroes in a half shell.
No.
See, even he knows.
No, I know that freaking song, but that's not it. It's some 80s new wave joint. And they're like,
You just hate the
oh,
Ninja
no,
Turtles.
I know the No, I don't hate
You're a
the
Ninja Turtle hater.
Tortugas
I'm actually-
ninjas mutantes adolescente.
I'm actually not.
See.
That's the words of a
See.
fanboys.
See,
No, I'm not a turtle hater at all. I just don't appreciate your fanboyism. That's all.
you hate on my fanboys.
Yeah, I'm hating on you, not on the turtle.
Exactly. but
I
you
have
hate-
Ninja Turtles comic books 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's all.
That's
shit.
fucking awesome. That must be the ones from the 80s where they were like chopping people's heads off and shit.
Oh, I don't know about all that.
No, dude.
Oh, so you have the Archie comics.
Montana has the facts twist. Don't get
Oh
it
yeah,
twisted,
no, because
sailor.
the first comic that came out in the 80s was like in black and white.
Fanboy alert.
And they were fucking chopping off heads and like, you know, like just stabbing fools. They were like real ninjas.
Ninja shit. All right, gentlemen. We're going to go do that some more.
See
Cool.
you in an hour.
Que nada. I see nothing. I hear nothing. No Rupert.
Okay.
He left without saying goodbye. Oh, no,
All
he's
right.
there.
Or as Rupert would say on the show, bye. With his hand up.
Bye.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.